Hit the button, Frank.
I'm gonna say it,
It's,
Batman. I'm gonna do it, Batman.
I'm gonna say it. You can't stop me.
Welcome, fellow castigators, to Brotocracy. It's not a democracy. It's not a theocracy. It's the Brotocracy, where what the bros say goes.
I'm gonna come.
I'm here with Jensen and Tommy, and eventually Micah will be along, or so he says. And we just started randomly because we were talking about stuff that should probably be on the stream. So as I was telling them, we're talking about the new HBO Harry Potter series, and talking about how Warner Bros. Has not been wusses, and they have allowed J.K. Rowling her involvement. I mean, they don't really have much of a choice because she's kept a lot of protective legality regarding her creation. She's been smart about it.
As she should.
Yes,
She should be as protective as the creator of One Piece. Like, that guy is insanely protective.
Yeah, love that guy.
An unhealthy amount of protection. That's what I wish she'll do with it.
But yeah, I mean, a good example of JK's protectiveness is the theme park at Universal. The reason it's such like an incredible level of detail is because she would not accept anything less.
Oh yeah, to the point where she was refusing to let the rides not be canon.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything had to be on par, and it actually revolutionized theme parks because nobody had ever put that much money into a section of a theme park and done that like level of immersion and accuracy. And sure enough, it's incredibly impressive and one of the coolest places on Earth. And incredibly satisfying to look at and walk through because of the sheer tangibility of all of it. And it was all because the creator has integrity, which is a rare thing. So it's like... So anyway, she
has almost all her integrity. I mean, she bowed down to the woke mob quite a few times.
Yeah, she's still a liberal, but she's been standing up on the big stuff, like the transgender nonsense who want to take away the rights of women.
Women.
But no, she seems pretty chill. But anyway, we've got a writer and director on the series now. I think it's interesting that the writer is a woman because
Women.
obviously a woman wrote the books, but all of the screenplay writers for the films were men. So it's kind of interesting that they finally brought someone in. I mean, it kind of makes sense because all of the prominent female screenwriters are just the worst. They're like all activists. So like I kind of get it. Female screenwriters are not what they once were. You know, like there's some absolutely legendary female screenwriters on stuff like especially on 90s shows like Star Trek and X-Files, and you just don't see those.
Star Trek, yeah.
You just don't see those anymore.
E.T., right?
Oh,
that
yes.
was
E.T.
That was a female screenwriter.
Yeah. Pretty great. And of course, weirdly enough, ex-stripper Diablo Cody, one of the best female writers of our time. Who could have predicted that?
Wait, she's on it?
Oh, no. I was just bringing her up as like an example. That would be so crazy, though. I mean, I would let her do an episode. You know, like just.
Didn't she do the dialogue for what was that movie?
She's done stuff with Jason Reitman, like Juno.
Yeah, Juno. She did the dialogue for Juno, which was amazing.
Yeah, legendary.
Imagine Harry Potter with the dialogue from Juno.
Imagine, dude. That's what I'm saying. We like just give her like one of the fun middle episodes where there's not a lot happening, so you got to beef it up with good dialogue, and just let her run with that.
Oh, I'd let her.
Because if you're doing a series, you're gonna have to do all the middle bits in the books where it's just the characters doing homework for several chapters in a row. So like, yeah, you need a good dialogue writer to pull that off. I feel like she would be the one to do that. That would be great. But the director's the director on the series is very experienced English television director. I don't think I've seen anything I've done, so I cannot speak to the quality, but...
As long as she didn't hire activists, we're fine.
No, he seems very normal. He's been in the business a long time, so he might be more on the normal side, I would hope. But very experienced, that's good. And I know that seems like a silly thing to point out. Like, okay, of course they hired someone who's experienced. But with streaming shows, that has not been happening.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the people who helm all the big stuff on Netflix and Amazon and Disney are just absolute nobodies.
A chick gives herself a haircut with a pea-colored lightsaber.
Dude, that was the dumbest scene ever. Dude, I can't believe they did that because it kind of acknowledges how terrible and stupid the main protagonist's haircut is. Like, yeah, someone could do this, like, just manhandling a lightsaber in 2 seconds.
And then gives themselves a haircut.
Yeah, like it's a good way to say, hey, doesn't our hairstyling suck? It looks like it was done with a rusty blade. In fact, you could do it that way. So stupid.
Kill yourself with a rusty blade.
But yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also very, very scared for the Harry Potter series because my standards are high on this one because the movies are great, obviously. So if you're gonna do a series, the only point you would do it is to be more book accurate, which is what they're saying. There's like that's the line that they're towing is that's the way they want it. And that's a pretty high bar. Cuz people are going to expect that everything's in there. And that no detail will go overlooked kind of thing.
Well, let's do nothing.
So it's pretty pretty hefty, so there's a part of me that's scared that it won't reach that, but I guess we'll see.
I know, but you gotta wonder, do they know that it's a big deal?
They know it's one of their most lucrative franchises. It's pretty much the only way that they can make more money off of Harry Potter. Like, there's nothing you can do after this. Like, they get 10 more years of Harry Potter money, and then that's kind of it. So they kind of have to go all in. I hope that's the way they're seeing it, because that's the truth. But that was the way that they pitched the series when they announced it, was that it would be like an ultra book accurate adaptation. So I hope that's true. It better be, because otherwise there's just no point in retelling this story when it was done well the first time. Wasn't done, perfectly right the first time, but it was done incredibly well. So it's... So they better not be lying, or I'm gonna be mad, because I'm gonna be like, all right, what's the point of this? I also hope none of the child actors are on social media.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna get absolutely crucified by the libtards just for being involved. Like, they'll be abused.
Makes it like they wouldn't do that anyways.
Well, it's because, well, I mean, yes, they would be abused anyway, because that's the industry, and they should generally be kept out of the public eye. But like, this is like even more so.
Well, no,
because anyone who's involved in this is going to be crucified.
Yeah.
Because
even if it's not through social media, if they go to school and stuff, they're going to get bullied at school for it too. Like, no matter what happens, they're going to be attacked.
Yeah. No, absolutely true. That's just what happens to child actors. Even if you're in something cool, they use it to bully you at school. This is how kids are. They're terrible. I mean, a bully's not going to let up just because you have status. They're doing it to feel good about themselves. So it's just what happens. I'm definitely for the homeschooling of child actors, that's for sure. All the ones that are homeschooled tend to grow up to be better adjusted and are less likely to do the drugs. That being said, it is even worse for these kids because anyone involved in the show is going to get crucified publicly just for daring to be in J.K. Rowling's presence. So it's... yeah. Pray for the poor children.
Think of the children.
That was the other thing I'm thinking. This is going to take a long time to make. What with child labor laws and stuff. I mean, you can get a waiver to override them to a certain extent. But still, when you, like... television is so expensive when you have, like, so much to shoot and time is money. I mean, it's going to be expensive enough just because of the subject matter. Like, it's already, going to be aesthetically expensive. But just the sheer hours of production, it's going to be kind of ridiculous.
My game crashed.
Yay.
Warner Bros. Can afford it, though.
Better launching it again.
Yeah, I've been saying it for years and years.
Books should be
TV shows. Come on.
I don't know. Generally, yeah, but
not in all cases.
No.
But in most cases.
I read like half, maybe a little over half of all of Michael Crichton's work, and greater majority of them would make better movies.
Right. I mean,
sure, you have less time to explain all the science stuff, but generally, yeah. For stuff like that he does, movies are better, and him being a screenwriter as well, it only makes sense.
Right. But I mean, even just miniseries can be an improvement.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you have to, drag it out. Because, that's the problem with movies, is either you're going to have a movie that's too long and still isn't enough, or you're going to have to draw it out over sequels, which might screw up the narrative. Like The Hobbit.
Do not do sequels.
The Hobbit was dumb as multiple movies because there was, no good place to, end the first and second movies. And so narratively, it was just unsatisfying until it was, all over. So even just miniseries if needs be. I would prefer. Just so you can, have, be book accurate, but also keep your pacing. Like you don't have to. I don't have the time limits.
I really think they should adapt Terminal Man into a movie again. That'd be fantastic.
I'm still lagging so
Especially in
bad.
this day and age.
Ooh. There they are. Wow. Chaotic. Hobbit was a bad example, though. that one's irritating for many reasons.
The Wheel of Time series.
Oh my god. Well, that's not even. That's not even a formatting issue. That was just a pure writing issue. Like it being a TV show is fine, but it was the fact that they bastardized it was the problem.
Oh, so bad. The books were great. Let me just give this character a wife just to kill them off for no reason, even though in the books he didn't start out with a wife.
Yeah, why not?
For character development.
Was it like a good idea at the time?
No, it doesn't make any sense. Why did he need that? He was like, what? I think they were 17, 16, 17, something like that at the beginning of the series. Off the top of my head. Maybe young adults, but it just made zero sense for him to be given a wife to kill her off in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, like what's the point? Are you such a weak writer that you need to do something like that to curry I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is. Just to evoke a feeling from the audience. Like usually you just write well-developed characters and you don't need to resort to cheap tricks. Like creating a wife just to get killed off.
Just follow the books.
That's too hard.
Failed adaptation media is so much more frustrating than just regular bad media because adaptation is just not rocket science. Like, if you like something, it's easy to analyze what's good about it.
Exactly.
And you know what you can sacrifice for time and what you can keep around. And, what can't be changed because it's going to ruin it.
I think my game crashed again.
Yay.
I think my
It's
laptop's kicking buckets, guys.
Hobbit really frustrated me though, because they extended it to 3 movies, and then they didn't even do it accurately. Like, what was the point? Oh, we're gonna make it longer so that we can have everything, and then we're just not going to have everything. Like, what were you thinking?
You make it sound like they put thought into it.
Well, I mean, they did. There's a lot that's good about the Hobbit movies, an awful lot that's good about them.
The last movie's end credits song.
Yep, that was pretty banger.
Amazing. That's a banger.
But I mean, like, I think it had an overuse of CGI, but like aesthetically, it's very well designed. You know, Weta is always good.
Yeah.
I thought
Wait.
I didn't have any problem with the cast for the most part.
I thought Legolas looked weird.
Oh yeah,
There was something going on with his face. I don't know what they did.
It took me the longest time to figure it out. I don't think I figured it out until like the third time I watched through those movies. It's the eyes.
It's the eyes.
He's wearing blue contacts. Why?
Wait. He didn't before?
No, he does not. He has, you know, Orlando Bloom's regular old brown eyes in the original trilogy.
Huh.
Why?
I knew it was the eyes, but I didn't.
Why did they deliberately give him blue eyes? Why? Whose idea was that? What's the point?
Are his eyes blue in the book?
I don't recall any specific.
I mean, they're
description.
technically not because he's not in the.
Yeah,
Hobbit.
he's not even in the Hobbit. I've read Lord of the Rings 3 times now. I don't recall. Tolkien is just not big on character descriptions in general. Not physical descriptions, anyway. But no, not that I can think of.
If you go to outfits, like Tom Bombadil is incredibly descriptive on what.
Yeah, it is actually. Tom Bombadil is one of his more
yellow
intense
boots,
descriptions.
His blue sweater, his tall hat with the long, was it goose feather in it?
Yeah.
And then Rings of Power puts the character in there, and they're like, so he has a big hat. And his boots are kind of yellow.
Best I can do is a big hat. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. But no, I don't... It's not even mentioned that Legolas is blonde. Like, we know he has long hair because it's mentioned that most or all of... or, like, the majority of elves, at least, have long hair. They just generally do. There's some vague mention of that. And the only reason we know he's supposed to be blonde is because he's blonde in the drawings. Because Christopher Tolkien did... I mean, Tolkien has his own drawings, of course, but Christopher Tolkien did some of the later book covers under the instructions of his father. So we kind of know how everyone's generally supposed to look.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't recall a specific eye color for Legolas, and I don't think anyone cares that much. I don't know why you would bother with that. Especially if it's going to contradict something you already did and just be a huge distraction. But whatever. I mean, he's not even supposed to be there. That's kind of worse.
Yeah,
And
I think it should have been.
I mean,
maybe
there's an excess of characters. Like, some of the people at Lake Town are more fleshed out than they are in the book. The people at, the elves at Mirkwood are more fleshed out. And I mean, it's okay to do more, but it's at the sacrifice of just not developing the dwarves at all. Like, they were all given distinctive character designs so that they'd be easier to tell apart. They casted talented actors who would, inject some unique stuff into each one. And then they were like, okay, but nobody gets any lines. It's like...
Except for...
like, they're just props.
The old one, the really old one, Dwalin, right? He's like
Balin.
the one guy who had
Balin with the white beard, yes.
Yeah, he's like the only one who got lines besides Thorin.
Balin and Thorin get to talk. Everybody else, shut up. I think the youngest dwarf...
Everybody else shut up unless it's comedic relief.
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Oh wait, no, one half of Philly and Killy get lines because one of them is in a stupid romance.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember which one. I couldn't tell you. I can't tell them
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah.
I'm
Think
dead.
it's Philly, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah.
Really.
Hell if I know.
So. Also, I don't think I'm going to try and rejoin again. My computer does not seem to like that very much.
Alright. Well, at least join at the very end so you can get the achievement.
Yeah.
That I can do.
All right. Good.
Because I will be more of a detriment otherwise, because if I do join, it ramps up the difficulty to the number of players. Playing on 12 to 15 FPS is not ideal. And that's on minimum graphics. So. The potato has potatoed.
Indeed. Understandable.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Yeah. I think the second one's the worst one. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Or
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
I haven't watched those movies in so long, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
First one was pretty good.
Yeah, the first one's the best one,
I want to
obviously.
say like the end of the third one was good.
Right.
2, oh no.
2's just AIDS.
I mean, yeah, when you're
It-
doing a story with 3 parts, usually like the middle one is bad. But
Well, I mean, it's got stuff that should be really fun because it's got the escape from Mirkwood in the barrels, which they turned into the most like stupidest physics defying battle. It's like a cartoon. And then they've got Smaug, which was good, but then they took the fun away by making like an absurd like CGI dwarf hall ending. It was like 20 minutes of the most egregious CGI where they
I'm bad.
pour molten whatever on Smaug.
Gold.
Molten gold.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
it
I
was.
want to know is why Smaug doesn't have a gold waistcoat. In the book, it is said
'Cause they're wusses.
2 times that he has a fabulous gold waistcoat with diamonds in it too. Like, where is that? Come on.
Yeah, it would
Where's
have
the-
been. I
look
mean,
for
I know it's a little
it.
silly, but it would have been better for the audience because it would have been easier to spot his weakness. Like they wouldn't have had to kept doing like a close up and reminding us that it exists. Because it would be like, oh, he's got a hole in that armor of his.
Yeah, there's like a hole in his waistcoat there, Like, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, he could have been such a
I
fancy
remember reading the book for the first time and seeing like he's got a gold waistcoat. I'm like, man, this guy is fancy.
man. Yes. And
Get a
it's
gold waistcoat, laddies.
Huh?
Time to get a gold waistcoat, laddies.
That's
yeah.
right.
And I mean, I think it's great because it's like such kind of like a slightly overdone way of getting his like decadence across. Like look at this absurd dragon. It is.
He's so full of himself,
It's a fancy man. But I think the worst part of the second one is the spider scene. It's one of the funniest parts of the book, and it develops Bilbo really well. And they were like, it's just like a mess of CGI webs that's really hard to look at, and the elves come in and save everyone. It's the lamest. That's kind of why I hate that one the most. So the second one is just full of like super fun opportunities, and they're like, no, absolutely not. we can't be having any fun.
Fun in a high fantasy series? No.
It was like they forgot that it was a children's book, and that they couldn't make it as serious as Lord of the Rings, and they couldn't try and tell like this sprawling dramatic story of battles, because that's not what The Hobbit is. It's a more low-key adventure. There's like a song around every corner. It's sillier. It's much more fun. I think it could have been a delightful film, but
I'm sorry. I was trying to find the text in the book where they talk about his waistcoat, and hilarious. That illustration I made years ago is the first thing that pops up.
oh really? Wow, that's great.
I guess I'm the only one who's done it.
That's great.
That's hilarious.
AI will steal that.
Yeah, it'll steal it.
Eventually.
It'll be on an Amazon pillow. That's
Not a very good illustration. I don't know why you would. I made that so long ago.
I think it'd be much easier to find it just by pulling out the book.
Yeah, probably. But I don't have the book next to me, so.
I guess if I had to say something nice, my favorite change is the end of the first one, where they get attacked by the wargs, and the goblins burn the trees, and it's a very cool scene. They did that pretty well. But they had Bilbo save Thorin's life with his cleverness. I thought that was very good. I will accept additions if it means character development.
As long as it doesn't, come out of nowhere.
Yeah, as long as it's not inexplicable, as long as it doesn't contradict anything about the character, it just complements it.
Yeah.
That I like. That's what I expected from the movie. I wanted to see all these dwarves get developed, be a fun little bunch. And they're like, nope, we're not even gonna bother, it's too much work.
Yeah. Like I said, I only bring that up because of the Wheel of Time series.
Yeah. I mean, yes, obviously.
I'm still so angry about that, by the way.
Positive character development.
Legitimately salty.
And you should be.
I was excited.
Audiences must demand better. We got in this place not just because of ideological politics and cowardice, although that is part of it, but it is because of the complacency of audiences, refusing to ask for better, and it grinds my gears. Ooh, why does it matter? Why do you care? Screw you. Do you want nothing to be good anymore?
Yes.
Like,
I mean, no.
art is so important to this world. Of course it matters. I suppose I should start talking about politics now. I was really hoping Micah was going to show up, but
Yeah, when the
now he's an hour and a half late.
Are we covering up Germany? Are we going to cover Germany first?
No, but it's in there. It is
I'm
in
excited.
there. I have no idea why you would be excited.
Because that one pisses me off so much.
I don't even know what happened.
It's a load of horse shit.
Well,
you guys can pay for that.
That's going to be
next time
pretty
you
much
see
the
me.
whole stream. Most of my stories, it's just the kind of week we've had. It's like, it's just illegals doing nonsense and the government reacting badly. Like, that's going to be almost every story tonight.
I found
All of them grind my gears. It's terrible. But along the lines of what we were talking about, we're actually going to start by talking about Disney. Oh dear, Disney.
I'm sorry, I got it wrong. It was a waistcoat of fine diamonds.
Waistcoat of fine diamonds.
He says, "What a magnificence to possess a waistcoat of fine diamonds." That's what Bilbo says.
Indeed,
And
he's right.
2 pages later, he says, "It would be a mercy and a blessing yet to know of the bare patch in the old worm's diamond waistcoat." There you go.
Indeed. Nice.
Diamonds. Even better.
Gosh,
I am in the middle of nowhere.
I love that book. It's so
I mean, yeah, just the
it's
way
so
he
well
puts it in
written,
that-
so
Excellent.
so well worded. Like, I find that book incredibly comforting.
Yes, it may be a mercy and a blessing yet to know. It's like, oh,
Like the
Very
way
good.
like the way it's written, you can tell like the loving way he's written it for his children, like cuz a lot of those chapters just feel like a big old warm hug. I tell you. The Hobbit's vibes are just immaculate. It is so special. Anyway, that's
Disney.
That's enough about that. Disney. So the O'Keefe Media Group took a Disney guy on a date. This is the senior vice president of Disney. His name is... Oh, rats. I didn't write his name down. I definitely meant to. Anyway, this is the senior vice president of Disney. Whatever his name is. So, a top guy, not as big of a top dog as you would think. His title is more flowery than what he actually does and actually has control over. But, nonetheless, he's in the room where things happen. And he just got bamboozled by O'Keefe and gang. And something I'm seeing about all these videos from O'Keefe Media Group is everyone they interview just has crazy eyes. It's pretty consistent. Like, they always have crazy eyes. And they're always talking emphatically. It's like a villain bragging about their evil plan. It's incredible.
Well, they're all egotistical, you know.
They
'cause of their
really are.
position.
Yeah, it's
course they don't.
Disney Senior Vice President Michael Giordano
Thank
Jordan.
you.
telling an unknown associate that the company doesn't hire white men.
Are you reading my headline? Stop that.
You know,
You stop that.
I don't wanna.
The video is the top link in the links below, so if you want to see the whole video, you
Do it
can.
now before YouTube gets rid of it.
No, it's not. I don't think YouTube will get rid of the link because it's just a Twitter link.
It's on X.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not calling it that. So it's stupid and inconvenient. I mean, just gosh, what a like. It does not roll off the tongue. It is not audible, easily audible when talking about it. It'll just get lost in whatever else you're saying. It's just a terrible name for anything. You can't just make something a single letter and then expect that people are going to pontificate about it well. And Twitter makes sense, okay? It just makes sense because you tweet and then you Elon Musk, you're great, but you shouldn't be allowed to name things. So anyway,
Just like your son.
I don't know. I like
I will-
SpaceX.
okay, that is funny because of the way it sounds when you say it fast. Yeah, that is good.
SpaceX.
I don't think that's intentional though. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'll give you some of the highlights of the video. Basically, yes, he does say that Disney is just done hiring white men on a whole, and they're at the point where they would just never hire a white man, which, not surprising, but from the horse's mouth, pretty crazy thing to see that, like, it's not just on an individual level, it's like this is an actual spoken policy behind closed doors. This is a company-wide effort. And it's funny because, you know, the guy seems like a bit of a libtard and is for diversity. Like, oh, it's just so good. But then he's also like, I'm scared because a lawsuit is inevitable. And it's like, you idiot. Like, like, bro, save yourself. And it's, but yeah, pretty funny to also see something admitted that, you know, usually would not be at all. He admits that Bob Iger is pretty much self-racist. It comes from the top down, which is crazy because Bob Iger is a white man. Like, if you fill all of your leadership roles with these kinds of people, they're just gonna come after you. Like, you think these, like, selfish pricks aren't after your job? Like, you surround yourself with narcissists and they're all gonna stab you in the back at once. You know, if you hire an activist, you're hiring Brutus. That's all. That's all you're gonna get. And I mean, I know he's a megalomaniacal asshole and he thinks he's untouchable. But still, it's like, dude, you're so dumb. Like how many civil rights lawsuits would you like, dude?
Yes.
But they have code phrases to sort of get away with all this.
I thought they were already gonna get a lawsuit.
Well, from Gina Carano, yeah.
No. I thought there was a hiring one.
Probably.
I thought there was a hiring practice one a long time ago.
Very likely. It's hard. Well, it's hard because you would need an actual employee to have the balls to, you know, do the right thing and go to toe with Disney. Because the current problem is that the state of California isn't going to do it, even though they could prove it. And they're not going to do it because all the companies do it. And they're in on it, and they are betraying the American people by being racist, sexist bastards.
Yeah, they're being sued by Stephen Miller.
Whoa, Steve Miller back from the grave.
Yep, Miller's America First Legal claims the Walt Disney Company violated Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
Yeah, I believe
this
it.
act bans employment discrimination by prohibiting companies from using race, color, religion, sex, or national origin merely as motivating factors for hiring, training, or promotions. And then, however, Miller and American First Legal have found a powerful ally in that fight. After news of the video broke,
American
Senator
First
Mike
Legal.
Lee,
Yeah, we did cover this.
Yep. So yeah, Senator Mike Lee of Utah released a tweet saying that Disney lawyers are going to be busy, and that
Okay,
Disney's
so I was right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I hope they start to pile on, because obviously this is unacceptable, and the whole country, like, someone needs to be made a big company needs to be made an example of, because the whole country needs to see that this is completely unacceptable. And
Yep.
because right now it's just, I mean, some people are worried that they'll just try to hide it harder, and I'm sure on some level they will, but they can't do much better than they're doing right now. Because it's such a big company, you just can't, you're not going to have perfect security for that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And because currently what they're doing to hide it is they have code phrases, like they'll talk to agents and be like, not the usual suspects. They'll say stuff like that. And that's pretty much all you can do. And that's only going to go so far. You can only keep that up for so long. Like, your days are numbered, Disney. You should probably quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, they're calling for a boycott of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's too anticipated. It's too big.
It is. It's too big. It's too big.
If it works, good job.
Here, Tommy can look at my screen.
Gosh, there's actually...
I'm looking at your screen. Ah,
Yeah,
I'm
you can
watching
watch.
the stream on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, don't...
you can in real time. All right.
No. Don't take up our bandwidth, please.
Yeah.
There's actually bad news about that.
Yeah.
Some new story details about it that are really stupid. Like, they're doing the typical, this might not ruin the movie, it's just kind of a bad sign, is all I'm saying. Is they're doing the typical broken hero thing, where just everything's going wrong in his life.
For what? I missed something.
For Deadpool. So, like, his girlfriend has left him, and he's, doing grunt jobs. He's like, I don't remember what it said, but he's like a janitor or something embarrassing like that, or something that Hollywood thinks is embarrassing, which is stupid because that completely circumvents the last two movies, and it's a trope at this point. It's what they do with every white male character, and they've got a writer on the movie who is just absolutely infamous for this. I think his name is
that, and they
Sean
wouldn't
Levy?
let Ryan Reynolds do any writing.
Oh, that's a
Ryan Reynolds wasn't allowed to, and he wasn't allowed to ad-lib because
Yeah, which
of
is
the
AIDS.
writer's strike.
absolute
Oh, yeah,
AIDS.
Kind of cooked him a bit.
Because that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at ad-libbing. And they're like, no, you're not allowed to because of the writer's strike. That's not fair.
Oh, no. The last time this happened to Ryan Reynolds, that's when X-Men Age of Origins Wolverine happened. And we all know how that turned out.
Yeah.
So does Mouth
not
Shut.
good.
The ultimate
Yeah.
silence.
That was such a bad movie.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
No. You can't do this, Disney.
Oh, but they can.
Can't.
Oh, they can. And they have. And they will.
It's an
again.
interesting move. We'll see how it pays off for them.
They won't.
Yeah. They've also been changing a lot of stuff in post, the way Disney Marvel does. They love to just pick things apart in post. Like, we've been seeing lots of, dang it, Jensen, now we're going to have to deal with this again for another round. But just a lot of inconsistencies between trailers and filming photos and that kind of things, where it's like, you know, actively changing costumes and that kind of thing, which I hate. CGI costumes are the worst, but Disney Marvel absolutely loves them.
No.
And so, I mean,
Well,
the movie might still be good. I hope that it is. You know, I mean, Guardians 3 was good anyway. But, boy, it ain't looking too bright.
I'm excited to see failure.
You masochist. No, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I want it to be good.
I hope it fails to teach them a lesson.
Well, they've been getting plenty of lessons. I mean, regardless of whether it does well or not, it's gonna be just like Guardians 3. It'll do well, but it's not gonna save the MCU.
Yeah.
So I don't think its success or failure really matters that much. I mean, it keeps them limping along longer, which is of course bad and annoying. But
Yeah.
it's not gonna do a lot for them.
Sorry, Ryan Reynolds. I'm hoping your movie fails because I want to see Disney suffer.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. The trailers gained a lot of viewers, but it's hard to say whether it will do well. My prediction is good opening weekend. Bad box office return. I think it'll peak and then kind of teeter off.
Eater.
But I mean, we'll see. You know,
Your damn fire keeps stealing all my kills.
it also depends when it came out. Like
Oh, what?
Disney's Inside Out 2 did really well in the box office, but it's only because it has absolutely no competition.
Yeah.
I heard,
And that's
only a couple
that was
things. I just
really
heard it was mediocre.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. But that's really annoying because it just means that now they're really never gonna make another original again.
Ugh,
Because like
hate that.
Pixar has really taken a turn ever since John Lasseter got fired, where they just sequel the hell out of everything, and that's all they've been doing.
Where if you want to know why he got fired, go to Screen Rant's D-Files articles. It explains.
It's not that hard to
literally
sum up. I mean,
It's not hard. I mean, basically, just woke
he
people.
got targeted. That was pretty much it. Somebody wanted his job, he got targeted.
Yeah, yeah. Long story short, that's what it was. They targeted him as being a creep when he was just an open and friendly person. Like, you know those people who are just huggers or whatever. You know, they like to hug people when they greet people or whatever. You know, he's one of those outgoing, nice people. And that was one of the ways they targeted him. Was they're like, he's
They're
a
like,
creep.
ew, it's
He
sexual. We don't
touches
like him.
people, like unwarranted touching people. It's inappropriate. He should be gone. And it's like, in reality, there's no intent there.
No, they were just looking for an excuse to fire him. Because, like, even if they were right, you could have just been like, dude, stop. And that would be the end of it.
Yep.
You know, like, it wasn't like he got in trouble for sexually harassing someone. Or it wasn't like he was overly touchy and refused to quit. It was like, one strike, you're out, bye-bye. Just looking for any reason. He should have sued them, honestly, because it was bullshit.
Yeah, all it was. But he's got his own studio now, which I'm pretty sure made just an okay movie on Apple TV.
Yeah, movies that nobody sees.
How many have they made?
2.
I only know the one. I know the one on Apple TV didn't do that well because, of course, nobody has that.
Yeah, nobody saw it. Yeah, one of them is Luck, the one with the cat.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then there was another one. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, the guy also said that all of their top writers are gay.
Oh, really?
And he said like 30% of the writers are gay overall. And they're like deliberately pushing transgender stories and just trying to put the allegory in everything.
All of me surprised.
Yeah, right. Like I said, nothing this guy says is going to be a surprise, but it's just one of those things. Because, I mean, hey, confession.
True.
And something he said is that if it really is, like, even though he admits, like, even though he's like, oh, you know, diversity is a good thing, and he's being very apologetic, he also, like, admits without straight up saying it how, in actuality, how racist it is. Because apparently they'll hire someone who's like mixed race, and if they look white, they'll get fired. Like,
Why?
someone will come up to him and be like,
and hold up like a paint sample.
no.
Yeah, oh no, I'm sorry. A book with a bunch of paint samples.
No.
They'll be on one page is acceptable tones and one is like unacceptable tones.
No, but they'll
Okay.
literally say, this is not what we were looking for in a meeting. Like, it's literally just to have at the table. Like, you're just there for looks. It's horrible. And then they'll find a way to fire this person. And go out of their way to do it. It's absolutely disgusting. Horribly, horribly racist. Just about as racist and hateful as it gets. You're not black enough. Sorry.
Oh,
Like, golly, the fact that anyone's left to advocate for them is just makes my skin crawl. Like, just say you hate white people, please. You're killing me. I know you do.
Didn't the term pale and male is stale come from them?
That was a Disney zinger.
Yep. I mean, they kind of did say it.
But he expressed his annoyance because even though I can't remember if he was part Hispanic or fully Hispanic, but even though he is, you know, diverse himself, he looks white. So his upward mobility is just like screwed over. Like, he's been with the company a long time. He's in a high position. You think he'd have great upward mobility, but he's constantly getting passed over for jobs by people who are less experienced but have a darker skin tone. And so it's funny because he's like, I love the diversity and all, but I'm constantly screwed over by my skin color.
I mean, there's
Like,
a good
that's
solution
racism,
to it,
man.
my dude. I mean, and it's easy. Blackface.
No.
I'm sorry, Micah's not here to suggest it, so I had to.
you did not.
I don't think you had to, personally.
I mean, am I wrong? I mean, if he convincingly did blackface and they didn't know it, he could climb the ranks all the way to the top and be like, "Ha! I'm actually Hispanic. That guy that looks white," and they'd be like, "We can't fire you now because you're now so high up."
But yeah, he even admitted, it was really funny early on in the video. He admitted how hard it is been to do diverse casts. Because if you're casting a show that's mostly minorities, you have such a smaller pool of auditioners, which means you have a smaller pool of people who are actually good, and then an even smaller portion of the people who are good who are actually right for the role. And so he's like, it's just impossible. And it's like, yeah, that's what happens. Like, diversity is fine if it's natural, and that's just what happens. But when you push it, and you try to meet all these quotas, these racist quotas, then...
If you want any dessert.
No, beat it. Well, yes, I do. Beat it. And... I'm not supposed to talk on when I'm streaming. I have a light up on air sign next to my desk so that people know, don't come and talk to me. Golly.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna talk to you with the on air sign. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, you're supposed to be on this show, Tommy. You're supposed to be talking.
Yeah, but you said so people don't talk to you, and I'm a people.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so yeah, the quality of your product just goes down. Like, that's just statistics. They say, "Oh, you're racist for saying that. What do you say? Are minorities less talented?" It's like, no, there's just less of them. Like that, so your probability is down. Like, just rub two brain cells together, damn it. What do you don't understand? Like, what?
Well, they need to. So
like, you bastard, you know what I'm saying. It seems like most of the people who just advocate for it are just cowards who are desperate to look like an ally, or, and this seems to be a lot of my commenters, is people who are just hoping to take advantage of it.
Take advantage of the system.
Yeah, like there's some hoodlum that wants a, some narcissist.
I found it pretty easy because they all, are a bunch of circle jerkers. So they all tell each other what they want to hear. So basically, you tell them what they want to hear. It's actually not that hard to climb. Of course, with that, you're sacrificing a little bit of your dignity.
Damn it, Joe Ash.
But I'm just saying, telling people what they want to hear and then going and being successful at their expense is incredibly easy.
Sorry, I gotta stand up real quick. Just cannot shut a fucking door to save his life.
So Tommy, how is your mustache?
Quite good. Do need to trim it up a bit because it's getting a bit thick, but it is doing quite good.
No!
Yes.
No, they're about to kill Jaeden. I don't know if he's back.
Oh.
Okay, he is back. They were literally about to massacre him. So it's the Horde wave, and there's no way of surviving that. But yeah, I'm glad to hear your mustache is doing well.
Yep, quite well.
Hey, can you put in the chat, tell Micah he's gay?
We already have.
More the merrier.
True. Micah reacted to us already calling him gay in chat.
Wait, he did? What?
He did. He must
He
have
reacted
reacted.
but didn't join.
Yep.
He
He
put
did a flex.
A flex. Oh, okay. So he is gay. Oh my gosh, I got a perfect one. No, wait, no, I'll do it.
I can't even remember what I was saying.
Diversity stuff.
Oh yeah, it's lame and
Taking
gay
it.
and racist. If you try too hard to not be racist, you end up being racist every time. And it's all about digging on
Can't see
white
what the
people.
heck.
Coulson just spooked me by opening the door. It's so weird that he can do that.
He's a quiet dog. He does it so slowly.
Yeah, I mean, like, what dog just gently opens a door?
He does.
It's so weird. I mean, I appreciate it. Very odd behavior.
Like that dog from The Thing. where
Right.
It didn't act like a dog, so he was like a perfect cast.
Yeah, Coulson's kind of similar. He's not as scary, but he kind of has that same thing where it looks like he knows things.
He has seen.
He just has that
I've
really,
seen
like,
what
knowing
I have
look in his eyes. You're like, what's going on with that dog? Weird dog. Let it be known that Micah texted me that he was going to take a shower and then join 2 hours ago. Exactly 2 hours ago.
On the wrong side of the map. Well, I'm glad he got his beauty shower.
This boy's the homesteader.
He needs a bit more than a shower to for that.
Well, he had to wait. He was gonna shower, but then he had to wait for his boyfriend to join him.
Oh, so it's your fault, Jensen.
What? I'm not his boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
I'm your boyfriend.
Aww. This podcast just got a little more diverse.
No.
Try and cancel us now, liberals.
Checkmate.
No. Yeah, look what you've done, Micah. This is your fault.
Where we been going?
Okay.
So-
what were you talking about?
Second, all right. Next story. This is where things start to get not fun. A 12-year-old girl in Houston, Texas, was raped and strangled by 2 Venezuelan illegals.
Whoa.
Yep.
Damn.
Dumped her body in the swamp. Kidnapped her at a convenience store, 7-Eleven or something like that. There's security footage online. I wouldn't encourage looking at it, but it is there.
Of them dumping it?
Mm-hmm. Of them snatching
Jeez.
the kid. One of them was Jose Martinez. He has been here less than a month, actually. I think it was like...
Oh no, are they gonna ask Biden about this tomorrow? I hope they do.
I hope they do. I don't think CNN will, though. I highly doubt that. But yeah, he's been here like not even like a full 3 weeks. And he's just like, oh yeah. To go crazy.
Land of opportunity.
And then the other one, Franklin Ramos. Wow, these people are too fast.
So 2 guys did it.
He's been here since May 28th. So almost 2 months. And he was actually captured by Homeland Security at the border because he is a known criminal, and they let him go.
Of course they did.
So this could have been
Doesn't
prevented.
do their job.
I mean, honestly,
So wait.
they should be prosecuted for not doing their job.
So 2 guys did this. I mean, that's kind of gay. You know, doing it, any kind of sexual act where there's another guy involved is pretty gay. And also, rape is gay. Don't do it. Oh wait, no, Tommy's
Consent
the one
is
supposed to be. And Tommy's the one supposed to be giving advice, not me.
Consent is good. Rape is not.
Consent is good. No. How about this? Consent
CCSD.
is mandatory.
I mean, yes, it is mandatory. You wouldn't. If you're like, yeah, T's like consent.
But it's just, it's so annoying to me because stuff like this could be avoided if people would just get off their frickin' high horses. You know, just have some level of compassion and understanding for 2 seconds. Like, people of other cultures are not like you. They do not have the same standards. Like, when will you get this? Like, everybody acts like it's just Mexicans crossing the border. Oh boy, those awful Mexicans. Like, no, dude. I mean,
The majority
sure.
of people crossing the border in Mexico is Chinese nowadays.
even the Chinese surpass the Mexicans. Like, it's not. You know, like, sure, the cartel are bad enough, but like, you understand, it's just loads of criminals from South America, particularly Venezuela. Most have some kind of record.
Oh.
Everybody think, oh boy,
The majority
oh, these
is-
sad families getting separated, and it's like, buddy, no. Like, the majority are thieves
Yeah,
and
the
rapists.
majority belong to the CCP.
Like, they're a bunch of, like, third world animals. And stuff like this wouldn't
Don't-
happen if people would just have the balls to
Kill him.
say it. But I'm not going to say too much about that because it kind of... There's a later topic that sort of illustrates it more perfectly. But basically, yet another Venezuelan illegal raping and killing someone. We've reported on this so many times. It's getting insane. Just, and it's so annoying. You know, I walked past my dad like 3 hours ago. He was watching Fox News, and they're like, "Oh, Biden bragging that he's reduced border crossings by 40%." It's like, oh my
That's to
gosh.
increase it by a crap ton.
Yeah, it's exactly what he did with inflation. He put it to an astronomical level, lowered it slightly, and went, oh boy, aren't I an absolute hero?
Welcome to the idea of the Overton window.
It just pisses me off. And it's funny the amount of liberals who will cite it anyway. And it's like, wait a second, why? Do you have a problem with immigrants? You know, like, they're not consistent on anything, and they're not self-aware enough to realize what they're saying. Because it's like, you know that they don't actually like it. And liberals in particular, because it's, you know, them in their, you know, New York or California or whatever city that's experiencing the brunt of it. And it's like, yeah, they hate it. But they'll only say it when they're permitted to by the party. And it's like, you guys are just the most pathetic humans in existence. No balls.
No babies.
Bunch of testicleless cretins. Sorry, excuse me.
Here we have a scrotum and nothing else.
Yeah, just a scrote.
This is why I'm an advocate that all women should carry and be able to
Absolutely.
defend themselves.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
12-year-old should have had a taser.
At
Well-
the very least.
That and I'm just talking in general too, right? You shouldn't be attacking 12-year-olds to begin with, but
I mean, yes, the 12-year-old, the 12-year-old is not
I
really
think-
responsible, and I mean, the parents obviously shouldn't have let her, you know, be walking to convenience stores by herself, but obviously they're still not as responsible as
No,
the
because it shouldn't
government.
be a thing that happens. Back in the day, you used to be able to send your kid, 10, 11-year-old kid, to the gas station to buy you cigarettes, right?
Right.
And they'd come back home untouched and alive.
Right. You should.
So-
Yeah, you should definitely protect yourself, but it's a government responsibility. Just wanna. Some people like to act like like it's not. They're like, oh, why weren't they? You know, like, I know that's not what you were saying, but they're like, oh, well, you know, why weren't you carrying a gun? I don't care who
They
does
prefer
what.
gun
I
laws.
got a fence, and I'm got a gun behind the fence, and I can take anyone. It's like, no, you can't, moron.
Train.
You know, what if all the, you know, what if all the illegals, you know, Chinese or South American or Middle Eastern, what if they're all sleeper agents like Alex Jones says? And then, oh boy, you've got an army on the inside that you've got to fight. Yeah, you're not going to be ready for that, bud. You got to be smarter
I
than
wouldn't
this.
say all of them, but yeah.
Oh, they're
Still.
definitely sleeper agents.
I mean, yes,
I'm not
they
saying-
obviously exist. It's just an idea of scale.
I'm just saying not all of them are.
Well, duh.
Right, it's
Yeah.
just a matter of scale.
Just want to come here to rape.
Yeah. Yep.
Should impeach Mayorkas again.
Yes. Cue ball looking moron.
So a little respite news before we move on to some more pain.
Your mom.
The Henson Company is selling its Chaplin lot in LA. For those of you who don't know, there's this old studio that belonged to Charlie Chaplin, and then it was owned by some various music record labels. And then the Henson Company bought it in 1999. They've been using it ever since. They have a huge...
Like Jim Henson?
Yes. well, the Jim Henson Company. Jim Henson was not alive in 1999.
Well, yeah, you know it.
Right, and then they put a huge, and they did a lot to keep like the history of it. They have paintings of Chaplin on the door, and they have a huge Kermit statue of him dressed as Charlie Chaplin that sits atop the place. And the exterior lot, you know, it's got a lot of very old buildings, obviously, and it was used as like the in narrative Muppet Studios in the 2011 movie. The Muppet Studios that the oil baron is trying to buy. So this has created a lot of jokes, because they're like, no, guys, we need to put on a show. Need to save, save the Muppet Studios for real this time. That being said, they claim it's voluntary. I don't know how true this is, since they're not particularly lucrative.
Right, California, right?
Right. This is in LA.
Well, yeah, they're getting rid of it because LA is no longer lucrative.
Right. They
doing it 'cause they
claim that the reason is that it's too small for the creature shop. Which might be true. I'm not saying it isn't.
Yeah.
I just thought it was kind of the whole thing is kind of suspicious. I was like, I'm not saying that's not true. There's just, it also feels like...
Look, guys, if you're trying to move the creature shop out of California, just say it. It's all right. Everybody understands.
Because, like, they've been doing... Because, like, I don't think it's a money thing. Because, I mean, the Jim Henson Company has not had a lot of projects, but they've had enough. Like, they did portable...
I mean, they're most of
portable door for
special effects
Amazon,
company, right?
and they do Fraggle Rock there.
Yeah,
And that
but
did
they're
very well.
Contracted out to do like special effects stuff.
Right, they do a lot of different things. But they've been doing
I think that's mostly what they do, really.
Fraggle Rock there, which has been carrying them, because that revival has done very well. It's been renewed for another season. So, I mean, maybe they need to expand because of that. I could see that. It's a little sad, though, because it just kind of feels like no one else... Like, the probability of anyone else respecting the history of the lot and kind of keeping it as is seems pretty unlikely.
No, I just don't like him.
Like Charlie Chaplin was
A little sus with his politics.
He was a bit of a sussy socialist, but I'm sure that they would
But you
claim
can't deny
he was
he
something or
pretty
something.
talented. Well, at least in his prime with silent films, he's pretty talented.
Like I could see the new management stringing him up for something as an excuse to like demolish
He married a 15-year-old. That's pretty weird. Yeah.
I thought it was more
He
like...
married somebody insanely young.
I thought it was like 15 or 16. Still weird. I'm just contesting that number.
Yeah, pretty damn weird, but, they never divorced. Miraculous.
Yeah.
Since he was
Pretty
like
weird.
20 years older than her. Pretty sure at the time.
Right. Pretty odd, but...
Well, there's something.
No doubt the contribution to movie making. I mean, I think the movie industry would have been eventually become as big as it is without him, but I don't think it would have happened nearly as fast.
No.
He was a huge deal. Revolutionized what movies were, kind of thing. And it kind of feels like someone's going to string him up just as an excuse to knock the old buildings down. Build an apartment complex or something. A migrant hotel, perhaps.
Yeah.
So that spooks me a little. So I hope they really are selling it for legitimate reasons. Because I would very much doubt that it would be treated with the respect that it should. Because, damn it, I'd really love to visit there as is. I mean, what an interesting place. But, oh well, it happens.
Yeah. Hey, Creature Shop, if you're leaving California, going really far away, why don't you come to Virginia? Just saying. No reason. Just, you know,
No,
it's nice
reasons
here.
to- Well, yeah, I mean,
The
that's
cost of
the
living
interesting
is
thing.
half, but,
I
you
guess
know,
we'll see
it's better than California.
how legitimate it is based off of where they move to. Because they're not just moving the Creature Shop, it's like, it's also a matter of where the next season of Fraggle Rock is going to go into production. Like, it'll be really interesting if it's like, yeah, we made this season in Georgia or something like that. That would be interesting. Because it would be... Because then it really would be, trying to leave California. Okay. But I don't know. Alright, so next one. Canada spends $850K to make signs telling Ghana migrants not to defecate on the beach.
Does it say no pooping?
It says, and you can...
Is it
you
like
can,
a little circle with a line through it, like over a poop emoji?
Oh no, it's even funnier than that. So you can
Alright,
actually look at it in the links below, because you probably won't believe me. But it says the beach is not a toilet, and then it has a literal photo of an African guy with his pants down squatting.
Oh my god.
It's like, wow. Like, it is targeted. Like,
I guess they really know who's pooping on their beaches.
yeah, like they weren't just like, oh man, we're having such a problem with the people from Ghana pooping everywhere. We should do we shouldn't, we should do something vague about it. We shouldn't single them out. No, they were like, okay. This specific people group really needs to be told. I mean, it's fair. It's just hilarious to see Canada of all countries doing it. To call them out like that. Because, yeah, it is a huge problem. I mean, I know a lot of that money is government bureaucracy, but also, it's a hell of a lot of signs.
How many signs?
I don't know. But obviously, there's a lot of beaches to cover.
A lot of bitches together.
Yeah, it's a lot of beaches to cover. I don't know.
Yeehaw.
They also,
Yep.
So this was part of one big sort of government bill for spending, And it was like that's kind of the funny part and the part that has to do with Canada. But they're also spending $19 million to bring sanitation to Ghana, which I think is hilarious. We won't stop the African illegals from crossing over into Canada. We will send $19 million to raise the standards of cleanliness for said illegals. Like,
Tommy, what do you think of the poop?
Crap in public. Just
What?
Don't crap in public places.
There you go. There's Tommy's advice for the stream.
it's a big one.
Don't crap in public places.
You don't want to get caught with your pants around your ankles. Like, that's just a shitty situation for everyone involved.
Oh, zing.
So,
But it's just it's so funny to me that there's such a clear solution to this problem and they're not taking it. It's hilarious. Canada is embarrassing. They are very embarrassing.
the only time it's acceptable is if you have to pay for public restrooms.
Oh yeah, that's evil.
Looking at you, most of Europe.
The government has an obligation to provide public restrooms for sure. It's not that expensive.
And for Canada, it's the beach.
It's not that hard. Yeah. Well, I mean, Canada has a beach, so.
If you're
They're
going
doing a
to
good
charge
job.
me $5 to take a poo and give me single ply or half ply toilet paper, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright?
Rightfully so.
If I have to pay to use the restroom, I am expecting the softest toilet paper
Rightfully
and
so.
a clean restroom.
Yeah. At
But not seeing
least
Jack
3
Pollock
ply if you're gonna
agents
have to
on
pay.
Who Flung Poo. Spots on the wall by Who Flung Poo type of crap.
Yeah, and I mean, no matter if, like, you have to pay for them or not, public restrooms are always the absolute worst. And so paying for the experience is just... It just feels dehumanizing.
Yep, don't ever go into the Central Park restrooms.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
They're
those
the
are
most
just so
disgusting
bad.
bathrooms I've ever been in.
That was a
Those are the
that was a
worst.
straight up traumatizing experience.
Yeah, metal stalls where they're like rusty, but they're like a weird kind of rust where you legitimately can't tell if it's poop or rust on the wall.
And a lot of
Probably
it
both.
obviously
And then the metal stalls are like too short so you can see over them like when you walk in. When you're sitting down you can't see over the stall walls, but once you stand up you can see the people pooping next to you. And when you're walking up to the stall, you can see the people pooping next to you. Like, you can see the people pooping in the stalls 2 rows over.
Yeah.
So, like, you're walking up to the stall, like, making eye contact with people who are, you know, taking a crap. And it's like, once you're, like, right up at the stall, you can completely see them. It's horrible.
The only public restrooms that are absolutely perfect are like Buc-ee's public restrooms. They pride themselves on having the cleanest restrooms.
True.
That's a good thing to pride yourself in.
Yeah, Central Parks is without a doubt one of the
Yeah, I've never been in a more gross bathroom
smelliest
ever.
bathrooms I've ever been in. Probably the worst.
Probably because all the homeless
I would have to
people
think
use
about it. Yeah, you can imagine how much, like, that would have been back. I would have been back when we were teenagers.
Yeah.
Imagine how much
Yeah, I
worse
did-
it is with a
I
with a
don't
big
wanna go to a
migrant hotel
bathroom
nearby.
and literally try to guess on whether look at literally every surface in the bathroom and try to guess whether or not it's poop. Like, I shouldn't have to do that.
So traumatizing.
It was. That was horrible.
Hmm.
Like, that's supposed to be a safe zone, you know, the bathroom.
Micah's claiming that his Discord isn't updating. So basically claiming the same issue I was having. But
I mean, mine took a while to
2
update
hours?
too, but
I doubt it's been almost 3 hours. I don't trust you, Micah. I think you're bamboozling us or attempting to.
What the hell, Micah? Tommy, put the picture of the sign in the chat. The pooping sign.
how is he using Discord if there's a problem with it?
Or the link to the article.
The pooping sign?
The poop signs we're just talking about.
I know. I'm going to grab the link.
The link, yeah. Don't post the picture, just the link. I want to see how offensive Canada's being.
Wait,
this
wait, don't send anything. I want to guilt him for being poor. Hold on.
It seems wrong.
There we go.
Favor Wi-Fi. What?
His family like refuses to have like actual internet. To pay for actual
What do they
internet.
have?
They just use
Hotspots.
yeah.
He uses his phone to create a Wi-Fi hotspot, and then he puts his computer up to that. So basically, it's just
That's why
using his phone as
everything
an
for him
antenna.
takes a million years to download or update.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gay. Like,
okay.
bruh. Upgrade.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
Like, dude says he's middle class and he doesn't even have Wi-Fi. And Micah, if you're listening, get on here and defend yourself. Come on.
Do it. Micah, join. Ah, he did. Defend yourself.
Defend thyself.
Defend
I
your
just switched to my
honor.
Xbox. My Xbox didn't need an update on
Your
Discord.
Xbox.
You could have just joined on your phone, you know.
Well, it's not
could've
very
just talked to me,
profesh,
baby.
man. Professional. It just
That is
just-
rich.
rained like a lot. That's probably why it wasn't
Bro,
working.
that's sick.
Yeah, there's a storm warning, so I doubt mine will go up because I have cable. But every now and then, power line goes out and it's game over.
Yeah, out here in the country, it just depends on whether a tree falls on the line or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we should be fine.
Yo, these canyons be dookie and all over the place. That's crazy.
Nope, try
Canyons?
again.
Canyons?
Canyons.
Ghanaians.
Canyon?
Ghanaians.
Oh,
From Ghana.
Ghanaians.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, that is an outrageous sign.
Dude, this is what I'm talking. See what I
Whoa.
mean? I was surprised. I was like, wow.
That is really straightforward.
It really is. It's very accusatory.
I like
It's
it.
hilarious.
That's amazing.
I can't believe Canada had the balls to
Also,
make
sign
that.
is huge.
Like you
What the heck?
specifically. Stop.
They're so passive aggressive. Instead of arresting them for doing that, they're just putting signs up. Please don't do it.
Well, that's what I'm
Don't
saying.
take
Like
a
they
poop on
can't.
the floor.
They won't arrest the illegals. They won't stop them from crossing the border, but they will send $19 million to Ghana to improve the country's sanitation. And therefore, theoretically, the standards of the illegals crossing over. It's so dumb. Like, just absolutely refuses to solve the problem the easy way.
Easy
And
way
the obvious
is,
way.
If you poop, we shoot.
Yeah, you poop on the beach, you get shot. That's what you get, buddy. Get shot in the butt.
In
my
the
God.
butt.
They should aim for the butt.
My internet is dying. About to blow.
Like his will to live.
About to buzz.
Whoa.
To buzz. Hey, I'm back. Let's go.
Man, I've been keeping Jensen alive and it keeps giving us vampire anyway. It's so annoying. Shut up, Tommy.
Alright.
You would be belly aching if you were here.
I would be. I would
Yeah.
be. Not denying it. It's funny when I'm not having to deal with it.
Tommy, did you buy the Master Chief collection?
I've had it for
For $10.
years.
He's got it.
He bought the Master Chef collection.
Yeah. Total
Uh,
miscommunication, I'm sorry.
I bought it. I bought it when it first came out to Steam.
Yeah, he got the game where you try to cook and Gordon Ramsay yells at you.
On another note,
you're-
I have found ammo.
The other day I got the
It is-
idiot sandwich achievement, one of the hardest to get.
Not for you.
Bruh.
But yeah, I've been just paying attention to the stream and then also doing my own stuff on the side. I've just found ammo that is $13.75 a round. So for a 20 count box, it costs you $275 before shipping.
What type of ammo is this?
It is. I've never. I know what 416 Rigby is, but it's called 400 grain depth charge, and I don't know what that means. What is depth charge ammo?
It's shot under the ocean.
It explodes when it goes a certain depth into a human body.
Oh.
Why would you put that in 416 Rigby?
I don't know. I don't even know what that is. And speaking of
Is
ammo, Steinel ammo that I got my shaved Webley ammo from, fantastic service, I have to say. I was very happy with their service. Great communication with shipping. I was very happy.
Well, that's good. It's very good. I'm trying to get some 5.56 ammo from Palmetto right now.
Nice. Which,
I just got 22 Magnum, 50 rounds for like $12, I think.
You know, if you look hard enough,
Right,
you could just
yeah.
find it lying around.
I actually did today. I found a 308 bullet at work.
Just a little extra
Oh,
something,
at
something.
work.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, did I leave a 308 at your house?
No.
For free?
No, at work, I found a 308 bullet on the ground. I'm like, all right, hey, this is mine.
It's mine now.
Yeah, I
Oh, it's a
found.
You can have it, though, Tommy, if you want it.
I don't think I'm going to throw a random round in my rifle.
No?
Yeah, why not?
No.
Just
This
for
is a
fun.
nice rifle,
Okay,
and it
you
was a
can still
gift
have it,
from my
though.
dad. If I had a crappy 308, I would. But this is a nice one. Yeah, Mike, I
What am I
found
gonna do with
1,000
it?
rounds of M855, 5.56, 62 grain FMJ, or
Yeah.
500 for 55 cents a round, so $550.
Oh, I saw they're selling what's it called? 250 rounds of FMJ 55 grain for 52 cents a round, but I think it might be reloaded. It's AA
AAC, that's
Something.
that is their ammo company that they own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would
You're
you?
talking about their blue can, which is 5.56 NATO, 55 grain FMJ, 250 rounds.
Yeah.
That's 56 cents a round.
Oh, 56.
69.
Okay.
Nice.
Would you recommend that
Uh,
ammo, or should I not buy that ammo?
I've had no issue running AAC. I've shot 45, 308, and 9mm.
Okay.
Is AAC Palmetto's ammo?
Yes, that is their ammo
Yeah.
company.
I haven't had anything bad.
Yeah.
I shot a lot of the 380. It's fine. You know, it's ammo.
Is that reloaded, or is it just
No, it is
They're-
not reloaded.
okay? Because I saw
Yeah, I got
a couple
box
days ago
of
reloaded
that I
ones.
can't use now.
Yeah, reloaded ammo should be cheaper typically. I tend to stay away from it though, because unless it's a very well-renowned company, people do weird things when reloading, and you can get either a lot of underloaded ammo, which leads to jams and such.
Oh
or
yeah, recommended a hand reloaded because it would be underloaded for my shade bubbly. I'm like, it's an old gun. I don't trust that.
yeah. Well, you want underloaded for your Webley.
Yeah, I know you want underloaded, but like it not being completely professionally done, like I'm not.
Yeah, that's suspicious. And then
Especially in a gun
if
that old.
the big issue is when you get the spicy loads, aka Bubba's pissing hot hand loads.
Whoa.
And that's how you get stuff like what happened to Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, where he had his 50 BMG explode on him. Where he thought he was buying surplus slap rounds, which is a saboed light armor penetrating rounds, right? So surplus ones, just ones never used. Well, these were actually reloaded, and someone made it extra spicy, and it basically was either 3 or 4 times the operating pressure, or the standard operating pressure that a 50 BMG undergoes, and it almost killed him when the gun blew up. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a 50 BMG.
Right and
That's
left.
like a small hand grenade. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
watching.
So like a blown up 5.56.
You
is probably
completely
not
ran
gonna-
past both of them.
Not going to be as much of an issue, right? Or no?
Yep. Probably not. It can still hurt you. You can lose some fingers or something. It depends on what
You
you're shooting
don't
it
need
out of.
those.
The Arrow 15 has a lot of fail safes. It has a lot of gas ejection as well. Because you've got the port, you've got the gas piston, the gun.
Ooh, Lord.
Scott was shooting was a gun designed by Mark Serbu. It's a Serbu rifle. It's a single shot, and you basically screw on a back cap. And this is a heavily threaded back cap, and this is meant to take pressures higher than what the Barrett can take, kind of thing, or very similar. And the Barrett failed under very similar pressures because they tested that out later. And the Barrett would have been much more deadly with that failure, but still, when it's pressured like that and it blows up, that cat kind of blew back and it took one of the fins out, and it went into his throat and collapsed on his lungs, and luckily missed his carotid artery.
Yikes,
And
dude.
then he put a thumb in it,
He did,
and
but
now he has a shirt. It's pretty
Yep.
funny.
yeah, he just shoved his thumb into his neck, called 911, which was talking to 911 on his way there. Like, the man's a beast.
Yow.
Absolute legend, man.
Yep. But yeah, no, 5.56 isn't going to do stuff like that typically. If you're doing training ammo, go with FMJ. If you want more serious ammo, I'm assuming you're shooting it out of a 16-inch barrel, because that's the common one nowadays. Go with the Winchester M855 5.56 bulk ammo. It's a bit further down. It's 61 cents a round. It's 62 grain FMJ green tip, so it's a full metal jacket with a steel core penetrator inside.
Penetrator.
And that'll
Oh,
run through level 3 body armor and be stopped by level 3 plus, which is less common. So, yeah.
Okay, so I want that for actual use, and then for training,
Yeah.
just normal FMJ. Yeah.
Yeah, normal FMJ. And if you're training with normal FMJ, get the 62 grain or 75 grain. I believe it's the 62 grain is going to fly more similar, but with the steel core penetrator, it might be close to the 75. Either way, go with 62 grain. Unless they're doing a 20-inch barrel, in which case, just normal 55 grains FMJ bullets, no steel core penetrator, is still going to smoke through level 3 and level 3 plus armor because of just sheer kinetic energy and speed.
If you have a longer barrel.
A longer barrel. So if you go from a 16-inch barrel, which has kind of become the standard for 5.56, sadly, to a 20-inch barrel, so add another 4 inches, you're gaining a ton of velocity and a ton of energy. And the thing that defeats armor is speed. And you're also gaining a lot of range there too, because 5.56 was actually designed for a 21-inch barrel. And as we shortened it, it's lost that velocity, so it's less effective.
Nice. That looks really cool.
Okay.
The stream's learning.
Yeah, you learn it.
Yeah.
You learning something, ladies and gentlemen?
You'd better be.
Yeah, I was figuring as much, but I wanted to make sure, so I asked my dad, and then I asked you, so now I'm have a definite kind of track to go off of.
Yeah. So I recommend doing a general purpose rifle first, right? Instead of a specialty rifle. You're not going to want to do what my brother's doing, which he is building out an AR-10 for very special scenarios, right? You're going to want to build a general purpose rifle, something you can use either up close for CQC, right? Close quarters combat, or CQB, close quarter battles, right? So more urban warfare, all the way out to 400, 500, 600 yards. So a 16-inch barrel can do that. You are losing a lot of velocity.
Oh, he died much faster than I thought he was gonna. That was rough.
So, still, a 16-inch barrel is still going to reach those distances. It's just you're going to have to, lead it a bit more and drop it in because it's going to have more bullet drop. And
yeah,
then,
I just got a. I don't actually know exactly what model, but AR-15 type rifle with a foregrip, and my dad has a red dot and a magnifier that toggles. So I literally I have close range, and then I can toggle a magnifier, so I have mid-range capabilities.
A red dot magnifier is a really good combo for a general purpose rifle. Because chances are, with where we are in the United States, we're not going to be hitting those 400, 500, 600 yard
Ah, dang it! I almost had you.
engagement things. Most likely, most of our line of sights are out to 200 to 300 yards, maybe 400. And a human-sized target with a standard AR-15 is more than enough. You're going to miss some rounds, but at those ranges, if you have to engage, you're just kind of shooting back and hoping someone in the group hits them, or someone in the group has something that can hit them, right? Do you know what kind of handguard you have? Is it M-Lock? Is it key mod? Or is
off
it
the edge? Oh
quad,
my goodness!
quad
I'm rubber banding.
Are you talking about the
hand
foregrip, the vertical foregrip?
Not the vertical foregrip. I'm talking about the handguard. The actual the floating system that you attach the vertical foregrip to.
Let me see. Where's my flashlight?
Because For the viewers, I recommend M-Lock. It's a bit of a bitch to attach at times, but when you do get it attached, it's going to hold much better. You get more usable rail space. You can attach things in more configurations. With a quad rail, you get, 4 cardinal directions: up, down, left, and right, basically, right? And then Keymod and M-Lock both accomplish the same thing. Personal preference for me is M-Lock. It's more common, more popular, and it's easier to find. I don't like the way Keymod looks. M-Lock is the one that has the straight lines, basically, while M-Lock is the one with straight legs, while Keymod is the one with it's like a straight line with a hole in the back, a larger
Round
circle.
20, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like something you can stick a key into. Hence the name, Keymod.
So Daniel Defense MFRXS.
You got a DD, ooh! Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
With the fancy fan.
Yeah.
We are starting final round, Tommy, if you wanted to join at some point.
I'm watching. I'll join for the boss battle type thing.
And the
Yeah.
foregrip
Make
Daniel
sure you get your
Defense.
in time.
Yeah, so doesn't really matter. I recommend M-Lock, and then for a general purpose rifle, a 16-inch barrel is fine if you're starting out. I'm most likely going to do a 20-inch barrel, because I know I can clear a house, I can do the CQC I need to do. With a 20-inch, it's not as ideal as a 16 or a 10.5 or a 13.5 or whatever else there is, right? The one with the shorter barrels. But
Shoot.
I'm going to have a lot more oomph behind it.
I think I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, just making
Trying
sure.
to tape measure to. Where do you measure the barrel from? Like where the.
The same way you measure your penis.
Basically, from right behind the muzzle brake. Sometimes they include muzzle. Is the muzzle device pin and welded, or is it removable?
Mine's pretty stuck on there.
I don't know.
Alright, well, we can cover that later. Hey, next time we hang out, hey,
The heck?
I get to see it. We cover that later.
He wants to
Right.
see it. Whoa, how'd you
Oh.
die so fast?
I don't know.
A tape measure in here.
It doesn't matter that much.
Oh, here's
Um,
one.
Gosh. They are swarming.
So, what's
Okay.
next on the docket?
Something.
I think it's
I'm
a 16 inch.
about to present it, but I'm the only one fighting down here, so I kind of have to focus on living.
Yeah, chances are it's a 16-inch. So
Oh, it is.
Yep, 16. And then I got scope. The red dot is a Sig Sauer.
yeah, that. I see. Huh?
Sig Sauer? I don't know.
I'll look at that later. All right.
SAUER.
With a 16-inch barrel, you're looking at 2,800 feet per second out of the muzzle and a max range of 500 yards. Realistically, you can go further. Realistically, these are just kind of.
Got
rough.
him. All right. Phew. Can breathe for a second.
And then a 20-inch barrel is moving at 3,100 feet per second.
Oh.
And 300 feet per second doesn't sound like much, but that is a lot of speed.
Well,
Well,
you know. I like
Especially considering the speed of sound is at sea level is 1,100 feet per second, I believe, roughly. So almost 3 times the speed of sound.
Yeah, I feel like general purpose 16 is going to be okay, but
Mhm.
that is crazy that, extend the barrel a little bit and you got so much more power. It's good to know.
there is a point at which you start to lose power through friction, right? So if I throw a 30-inch barrel on a 5.56, I'm losing a lot of velocity.
What?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Did you just get yourself with the splash damage?
Yes.
Sorry, I rubber banded away from you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to restart after we win this because it's acting up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
Micah can't join. Might as well just do Resident Evil 5
yeah. Might as well, bro. Might as well.
after this round. But that does mean we have some bomber axe.
Micah, you are gay.
Wait, what? What's happening?
You're gay, actually.
So
Yeah.
I am not gay. I'm not gay.
Who says it, damn gay?
I am not gonna be able to make it to range day.
You're what?
I'm
You
not gonna be able to make it for the shooty bang bang.
Why?
I'm going on vacation.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
It's very sad because I just recently obtained a rifle and I wanted to shoot it, and I wanted to shoot your pistol, but that's not going to happen.
So,
Next time.
if you want, I can read the next.
No,
news
stop,
story.
please. I'm like, we're on round 20, and I'm not presenting. You know, we could just be a little patient on the show for a minute.
Yeah.
See,
I
Jensen
have-
died. You
Wait,
see what
profile.
happens? Don't distract me. We're about
was
to
just-
win this, damn it.
Dude, he's nerd necking hard. I can hear it creaking.
Micah, what do you
He's
think
got
about the
that
poop
gamer
sign?
lean?
Poop time?
The poop sign.
I'm sitting perfectly straight.
Poop sign is
James
a light.
Micah.
If I
We
get
got
too
a
close,
great
I'm gonna peek out my
conversation here.
microphone. So I assure you, I am sitting straight.
100%.
Let's
Canadian
hope
taxpayer
Borderlands doesn't crash on me again.
Only
I
150,000.
think there's one more bastard out here.
Only up top.
Only
He keeps running around in
850,000.
circles. You know what? I'm just gonna stand in one place.
He's.
Oh, now he's
to your
stopped
right.
moving. I hate this guy. Just die. Gosh. Can't just have the good sense to die. Just the good courtesy. So, Norfolk, Massachusetts is being sent 450 illegals to fill... and they're going to house them in their state prison. They're going to fill out the rest of the state prison. They're like, we don't need any more inmates. That's fine. We can just house them there. Now, to give you a good idea of how detrimental this is, 450 doesn't sound a lot considering the people who cross the border. But this is a town of just under 12,000 people. This is a pretty small town. And there are lots of people who were interviewed by journalists about this who are like, I don't want to show my face on camera and talk about this because it's such a small town that I might be hurting my business by having an opinion about this kind of thing.
Ooh.
So imagine
That's
this cute
stupid.
little Hallmark town in Massachusetts just gonna be invaded by illegals. It's gonna go great. And they definitely don't need a state prison at all. I mean, I guess if anything, if the illegals do something illegal, then they could just lock the door.
Wait.
Just,
So is this in the
you're
US?
just already in there. Yes, Massachusetts
They're
is in
just
the
cutting
US.
the corners.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, Massachusetts.
Wait, why are so that's just what they should be doing in general is locking them up, but they're just
Dude,
letting
maybe
them
maybe it's
go in
maybe
and out.
that's what it is. It's silent warfare.
Oh.
They're gonna put him
Put
in the cells, and then they're gonna just psych locks them in. That would be hilarious. Teach you to break the law.
Oh my gosh.
Uh oh, we're on the baddest wave, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm
10
watching.
VHS.
It's pretty hilarious, but it some of them, I mean, gosh, some of them kind of deserve it, because some of them were being really stupid, like, oh, every town hall has just become a MAGA riot and they have the most hateful signs in their yards, and it'll be like the most tepid thing you've ever seen. I can't remember exactly what the signs say, but
People are stupid.
like so
So
stupid. It's
dumb.
like, fine, do it to yourself.
Retarded.
Like, you know, I feel bad for all the people who are gonna suffer, but gosh, some people need to learn the hard way. That's for sure. It's just
So
so dumb. All right, you know.
Let's see what I can do.
You know, like, this is like, just enjoy wrecking your town. It'll be fine. Kiss your cleanliness and everything else goodbye. Wait till the Venezuelans are strangling your little girls and raping them. It'll be great.
yeah, that's what's happening. It's pretty sad. Yeah, people just need to like have a backbone. Don't really care if you're
Right?
like what you have on.
They're just
and
cowards.
Share your opinion.
Everyone is such
feel
a
like-
such a coward. Too cowardly to have an opinion. It's infuriating. Like-
I do not want a legal system.
Like we've got all these issues that just are not partisan at all, and it's like, I think we can just agree on not having all these criminals come in. And they're like, no, I don't want to be called a racist, so I'm going to lie to myself and everyone else and just face the consequences. Like you can't even do it for your family. It's just pathetic.
Absolutely not.
It is pretty retarded.
Oh, finally.
We did it, you guys.
We did
Yeah,
it!
I don't think
I
we could have done
totally
that
helped
without
out.
Yeah, so did Micah. He
Sir.
helped the most.
I guess I helped by not being here because of the lag. Because it is still quite bad.
So, walking along those lines, a 20-year-old woman in Hamburg, Germany. Ooh, hello, achievements. This woman was gang raped by 4 different groups of illegals in one night, who were all WhatsApp messaging each other like, "Hey, we got one." Yeah, pretty sick.
And my game crashed
And-
again.
Get this.
That's the worst part.
And there are about 100, like over 100 men on this group chat, by the way.
Jaeden, I can hear your mic twice.
What?
It's like hundreds of men on gang rape group chat, bro.
Yeah,
What
gang
the-
rape group chat in
Mm-hmm.
Germany, and
Kicking
they
the boys
managed.
in the group chat leaks.
So they caught 11 of them, but they were only able to prove 9 of them. And they managed to convict 9 of them due to DNA and, of course, the WhatsApp messages. I mean, some of them were even videoing, so it was obvious. 8 of them just got probation. No biggie. And then
Probation.
one of them got 2 years in prison. Ooh, 2 years. That'll set him straight. Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
He
And this
just-
is why we have
he-
vigilante justice.
He's just absolutely forfeited his humanity by going as far as you can go and doing the worst possible thing you can do to another human being. But I'm sure 2 years will sort him out fine. Yeah, perfect. And then get this. The woman messaged the number saying, "Oh, you dishonorable pigs," and all in all going pretty easy on him, I'd say. And she has a right to, you know, call whatever number she wants and do whatever. But they decided that she would spend the weekend in prison for insulting them. That's right, she actually got a longer prison sentence than the men who gang raped her. All but one of them, anyway. Think of how insane that is. Like, there's no justice there. And the police are investigating over 140 people who have insulted the rapists. Because God forbid that we publicly shame people for doing the worst thing you can do to another human being. God forbid. Like,
that is so scuffed.
Like, it should be the exact opposite. These people should be publicly hanged. It should, like, that is the level of public shame that they deserve. And then they're doing the exact opposite of you can't even speak against them. Like, I don't think this is what they should do, but like my first reaction was like the Micah solution. I was like, Germany needs to be blown off the face of the earth. Like, holy hell. You have gone too far.
The culture is inverted.
This is unconscionable. It's unthinkable.
There's self-loathing culture.
They are. All of the cultures are. You know, they're all self-loathing.
Just a couple world wars. It wasn't that big of a deal. Like, come on.
Yeah, Germany obviously never learns.
No, they're going in the opposite direction now. They're like, please rape us. Rape us good.
We were so evil. Please rape us.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
and like, the article below...
Do you have no respect?
I didn't write them down, but the article below says what nationality the men were by country. It goes in depth, but basically they were all Africans and Middle Easterners. And I say yet again for the third article tonight, when will you understand? Cultures are different. And just because they're different doesn't mean that they aren't morally correct. No, they're morally wrong. Morally wrong cultures that have incredibly different standards from you. All this bloody tolerance and acceptance, or pretending to be tolerant and accepting, does nothing, absolutely nothing, but just get people hurt over and over. Like, just when? When will the world learn that there are countries that are just bad? They just suck.
Culture.
They're out there.
Duty.
Like, there's still cannibalistic cultures. Like there's constant war happening in the world, and these people in their tiny little friggin' bubbles like to think that everything is just so moral, and we're so bloody enlightened, and we can just fix these people and welcome them in. No, you can't. You can't. When someone has been raised to rape women and crap on the beach, and then what they're gonna do is break the law by coming over to your border, and then they're going to rape your women and crap on your beaches. That's what's going to happen. And that's not racist to say. That's just pattern recognition. Like we have that built into us as a defense mechanism as human beings. Like that is the way that it's meant to be. I just bounced a grenade off Jensen's head. It looked hilarious.
That's awesome.
I'm just
Wait. How many more items do we have?
This is our second to last.
Oh. Because I was wondering if you wanted to just switch games. Since if Micah and Tommy couldn't join, but if it's second to last, then...
we could just go die trying to fight Crawler Max.
Okay.
Yippee! Let's go die. See how far we get.
Sir, yes, sir.
But it just infuriates me. I mean, think of how bad this week has been. That we've talked about this. Just, I mean, Micah doesn't know, but we just talked about article after article about illegals just killing and raping women.
Oh my gosh!
Just over and over again. And I didn't even cover all of them. I just covered the ones that had the most detail.
Well, there's a reason why, it's trending towards people being very against illegal immigration as a, voting, or whatever you call it, a voting thing.
Beans.
But yeah, it's like a linchpin policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, becoming a lot more popular.
People should be
like,
crazy.
close the borders.
Everyone should get radicalized unless they want to be raped.
It's not even radical. It's just like I'm protecting my border against people.
Well, no,
that
it's
shouldn't
not.
be in
It's
my
not a radical
country.
idea by any means. I'm just meaning being radical about it.
Yeah,
Like this should
enthusiastic
be
about-
this should be the hill that you die on. This is one of those things.
Yeah.
This is a hill that you die
I get
on.
that.
Like, do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, this has been my viewpoint for my entire life, so it's kind of just like, duh. But then people are like, wait, you're telling me that people
It's not a duh for these
don't
people.
follow the law and have different cultural standards
Yep.
in treating women?
I have to, go on Twitter to look for like articles for the stream every week. And every time on there, it's like people just inherently do not understand. There are cultures super different from yours, and many of them are going to be bad. Like, for some reason, it's like racist and intolerant and blah, 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 all these stupid things just to say there are cultures that are bad. You don't even have to say which cultures are bad to piss someone off. You just have to say in general. But it's like, no. Do you know how many friggin' countries there are? These are the same people who think Africa is a country. Like, don't you understand how much there is?
It's about 9/11.
9/11.
Like, of course,
9/11.
there are there's a whole world out there. Of course, there's tons of countries that suck, and of course, there are just going to be people that you don't meld with well.
He can't shoot you. That's only a me thing.
Oh. Dang it. I have no health.
You could have
Why am I
purchased
not
health.
regenerating?
You will be able to purchase health in here. There's
I hope it's not too expensive.
You should have a
About
ton of money. I have a ton of money.
but
Well, the vending machines in here only have high level stuff.
I'm just getting incredibly sick of people, large groups of Americans in particular, who just do not understand the very basic things of life, or choose to blatantly ignore them just to follow up on some insecurity of theirs. Just this selfishness makes me want to strangle someone.
Yeah.
I swear, the next blue-haired obese woman I see advocating for the strangulation and rape of a 12-year-old girl by Venezuelan hands is gonna
You get
get
an Uno reverse card on 'em.
absolutely beat. It just boils my blood to constantly be reporting on stuff like this every week when it's just not rocket science.
Oh Lord.
Like
just
you say,
ignorance
Micah, it's
and-
not a radical It's not a radical thing.
What the heck?
What?
Very common
coming.
sense views have
Dang
become
it.
very uncommon.
Ridiculously uncommon.
weird. I don't really understand.
I've got Snoopy on the mic.
Oh,
Say something.
no.
Oh, cheers up, dog.
Oh,
All this rape and
Can't see
Pillaging.
anything.
Well, we're boned.
Dude, we were so close.
Yeah, we actually got close.
he's
If
communicating.
it wasn't for me going down, we would have been fine.
so that's what Snoopy had to say
I didn't hear him.
on the matter.
Thank you for that, Snoopy.
It's probably just him breathing. Oh, lost.
Oh, Lord of Jesus.
Yeah, I just gotta do better to dodge those minions. So the last thing is Kansas is
Your mom.
suing Pfizer for lying to the public about the jab.
I can
Yes.
hear the dog in your mic.
Yeah, of course you can.
He's a cameo. Cameo dog.
Yeah, it's one of those Marvel.
After we
It's one of
went
those
on-
Marvel cameos.
After we went on about how quiet he was.
Yeah, now it's the opposite problem. Here's everything. Now. And anyway, so just the details of that. Like what it would do, how safe it was, how healthy it was. Just everything basically. I mean, you guys know what happened. And I
Pfizer
don't
said
know that
that
anything's
they
going to
couldn't
happen
use-
with it, but it's very nice to see because, obviously. Obviously,
Oh.
they deserve it.
I thought Pfizer said they couldn't be.
Oh no!
Or whatever.
I went off the edge. No. Wait, where am I? How am I not dead? No, legitimately.
Wait, how are you not dead?
I fell off the edge and I'm walking around. I don't know. I don't know how
Stay
am I
there.
alive.
Hey, wait, don't move, don't move! I'm going up the
I gotta stay
elevator.
right here.
That might be able to cheese the monster.
Yeah, it'll allow me to just keep respawning. Cheese it, cheese
stay
it,
right
cheese it.
here.
Sorry, Micah, what were you saying about Pfizer?
Thought they were immune to getting sued or whatever.
Nope.
That's only because the government doesn't have any balls and they were just, really involved in the whole pandemic. But
You cannot do Pfizer.
now we can finally get that stuff. Because yet again, it's like, I know that you can't hurt these companies very much, but like, you need to make an example of them. Like, we need to
needs
show
to
them
sue
it's like,
Fauci.
it's not okay, it's not acceptable. Fauci needs to go to prison for life.
You sue Fauci into the grounds, so he's living on the street corner.
Yes.
Hey, is the cheese working?
It's working.
All right.
Yeah, it is.
Just the
Did we talk about Missouri?
A state of misery.
Of misery. Missouri's Attorney General announced Thursday that he's suing the state of New York for alleged election interference.
Wow, really?
What?
What?
Well,
That's interesting.
I actually heard him talk about it to Benny Johnson on Thursday. He's claiming that because the whole trial in New York with Trump, since it's interfering big time with Trump's campaigning, he claims that they are depriving his state citizens from getting information from Trump.
Oh,
depriving him from campaigning in their state, and so in that case is keeping his voters from being well educated. So he is suing the state of New York for election interference.
nice.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
I hope that
that's
works.
hilarious. I mean, he's not technically wrong
Oh, he's not
because
wrong.
it has kept Trump from campaigning
So-
in Missouri.
But to what extent?
What do you mean?
Like, can he prove it swayed enough or
I mean, I guess.
hindered enough information from getting out from holding him up
Maybe.
on court cases? I just don't know if that'll go through, but that's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
not sure if it will work, but it's definitely justified, and it's pretty funny.
It is justified because a lot of his stops in Missouri have been canceled. It's I think that's a good thing. And also, when was the last time another state sued another state?
I don't know. Civil War.
Whoops.
What is that? Is that Snoopy?
Perhaps
It's like
we may or may not
hear
be
it
getting
by now.
Snoopy Week.
Get us some of that Snoopy ASMR.
Don't worry, he's not dying. He just sounds like that.
Wow, my assault rifle was doing absolutely nothing.
I've seen a lot of zeros
Sure.
pop up.
Yeah, it was doing nothing. I don't even know why. Need to fill up on shoddy.
Mm-hmm.
Almost there. I just need to get the back of his head. He wouldn't be so tough if it wasn't for his freaking, like, minions. And they call him the invincible one.
Yeah.
It's kind of absurd. Alright, so did anyone else have anything else tonight? Anything to talk about?
No.
Did debate happen?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow,
Tomorrow
night.
night.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow night, baby.
I will probably. Well, what time does it start?
I don't know yet.
9 o'clock.
9?
9 o'clock.
Yeah, they
90
always do
minute-
those pretty late, don't they?
9 o'clock. Yeah. Well, I mean, it ensures more people will see it.
I
Yeah, 9
probably will
o'clock.
not be
9
able to
o'clock,
do much
90
of it.
minutes. It will be entertaining, I'm sure. Or maybe we'll be groaning the whole time because the hosts are going to be terrible.
I have Krav Maga tomorrow night, so
Ah.
Just letting my
Alright.
shield charge up.
He's gonna be letting dudes mount him instead of
yes, it's
watching a
happens
dude
to learn
mount
how to fight.
another dude.
What?
Trump's gonna verbally mount Joe Biden. Wouldn't you rather see that?
What? How did he turn around so fast?
Why are you using?
Rather see a good verbal mounting.
Why are you using jujitsu terminology for this?
It's the only terminology I know. Now, do guard.
Help go back up
Do it.
each time.
I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is.
See, this is why I say it's
Like
important for
running
everyone
around
to
now.
learn how to fight.
Purple eyes. It is the eyes.
I know, I can't get around him.
I feel like you should learn cardio before doing.
I do have cardio.
There we go.
I know, but like for a person who hasn't done any martial arts, I feel like you should just focus on cardio first.
Well, yeah, you should be in somewhat okay shape. But I'll try and join again.
All right.
It's like
yeah, I
eat
really need
right,
someone to
cardio,
distract him
then
because I
fight.
can't get around to his back. Is the issue.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Otherwise, I
Yeah.
would have finished him a long time ago.
So, but yeah, no, learning how to fight isn't too tough. Like, when you start out, it's a lot of basic stuff, right? You don't have to be in the best shape. You just have to be willing to learn and be willing to push yourself and willing to fail a lot.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
I've got a lot of experience with a lot of other combat sports, but that has actually been somewhat of a detriment
Ooh, there
for
we
me
go.
here. Because I learned how to fight with gloves on, right? Because that's what Muay Thai and boxing and karate have. They have gloves on. So the stances are different, especially with like Muay Thai and boxing. I learned to fight with the peekaboo style. So knuckles right below your eyebrows, basically, or right below your eyes. Which is not as good. When you don't have
Whoops.
gloves on, you want to be knuckles to eyebrows, high guard, 6 to 8 inches out from your head. I was always really close, and I realized I have my second mic on. So again. Give me a second. But
You know, for those.
that isn't elbow. I said, like,
I guess.
so there is a bit of a learning curve there. Just push yourself. Learn how to fight. It's not too terribly hard. Learn how to throw a punch, a kick, a knee, an elbow. I need to grab some stuff real fast.
Learn how to run.
I mean, running's important too, but you can do that on the side. I do that with rucking. I mean, I do a lot of rucking on the side. So
I'm just trying to reach the layman's, okay? The guy's eating potato chips. He's going to work. He's come home. He's eating more potato
Yeah.
chip. He's watching some TV.
I've got people kind of like that at my Krav Maga class, and it's awesome to see them come out. They haven't done anything. They're catching up. They're trying to learn, right? Like, there's people in their 50s and 60s just starting that haven't done anything beforehand. So, oh, okay.
I'm going around. Oh, he went under.
I immediately got bonked off the edge.
Where I am.
Yeah, I died though. But it's not too terribly hard. Learn how to fight. Learn how to throw a punch. Like, that's all important stuff.
Learn how to punch yourself.
Learn how to take a hit.
Exactly. More people in this world need to be beaten up.
I agree.
Back in the day, you had consequences for acting stupid.
Oh, you just... Okay.
Yeah, I just respawned.
Yeah.
Should've
Now
waited.
Now we're playing a game of soccer where everything's a yellow card or red card if you touch them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Lame.
You shouldn't touch people wrong, Micah.
But there's also no
I'm gonna wait for you to die, Tommy. I really have no choice, because... like, hold E and
There's
make
no,
it
like,
go faster.
there's no like honor or respect anymore when you fight people. Like, it's all just
Honor
Like,
You are
and
without
a street fight?
it's just like sneak attacks, gang up on each other crap instead of a mano, you know what I'm saying? That good old
Welcome to
fashioned.
street fights. That's pretty much how it's
Yeah, because
always
all the
been.
people,
Same.
because all the people now are degenerates. The good people, they don't fight anymore. And then the bad people just fight each other.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Other
More
like
respectable fighting.
yeah, unlike back in the day where you had, where everyone could fight or most people could because that's the way the world was, and so you had people who would punch each other over disagreements and then shake hands and walk away.
Yeah. The mutual combat needs to be back.
All right, I'm gonna run around.
I'm dead.
Ah, come on, Carmax, come out. Yes. No.
You actually gonna kill him?
I was so close. Come on.
You guys wouldn't be able to do this without me.
Come on. Where'd he go?
He dove.
Dude, it literally needs like one shot. If
He really is.
If he didn't dove down, I would have gotten a second wind off of him. I really would have. This is infuriating. So close.
You're a very important part to this team, Jensen. You're doing what I normally do, which is break the game.
A vital component.
You cheesing it?
Oh, absolutely.
We're doing that a lot.
Yeah, it's
recently.
either this or Jensen and Tommy have to do the story again and level up enough to get this done.
No, thank you.
I found a meme page that's very much for Micah. It's like all frog.
Yes! See, all it needed
Oh,
was
yeah.
one shot.
I gotta
like
put one in the chat.
I like that picture you sent me, Jensen, the other day. Where
maybe
did
don't
you
maybe don't mention that one.
Where did you find?
I saw it on Instagram.
Saul was sitting right beside me when I opened that up, and he's like, "What the? Who's that?"
I'm gonna put the frog meme in the Discord.
That was awesome. You should send the one that you sent me in the Discord. I think everybody would appreciate that.
I don't know. It's a little offensive.
Oh, only a little bit.
Okay, give me a sec. Why didn't you put it in there? You have it. I know you saved it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know you saved that picture. You put it in there.
Um.
I'm gonna put a boomer.
Alright.
Can you guys leave the area? I'm still stuck down here.
Oh, yeah. You let me know when you're done, Tommy. I'll run to the exit. Wait, how do I get out of here?
Achievement for finishing all the missions.
Them thoughts.
Do I have to die? I think I have to die.
I thought you said being. Dude, both these are awesome.
Dude, don't jump. Don't jump.
You won't.
All right, tell me when you're ready, Tommy.
Give me a second. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, what do we think of the new Superman suit? Love it or hate it?
Love it.
I don't care.
Jensen's a love it. Tommy says he doesn't care. I knew he would say that. He never has an opinion about anything. Micah?
I'm kind of an outsider Superman, so I like the Man of Steel.
I like how bright it is.
Okay, your opinion is immediately rejected by that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the Man of Steel one and like look cool, but
I mean, okay, so I think I think it would be good suit design. The problem is the colors are just totally muted by Zack
Oh my gosh,
Snyder's
you put it. Yeah.
nonsense. Oh, whoops. Damn it.
yeah, man, I don't
Um,
dislike the suit.
And then the other problem is it doesn't have the underwear, so it looks super weird.
Yeah.
He needs the underwear for that balance. It is absolutely essential. I will stand by that.
Well, that's what I love about the new one is that the colors aren't stupid.
Oh, and he doesn't have the hair.
Dumbed down.
They like
And
greased his hair up for some reason. I always thought that was weird.
The colors are good on the
Don't
suit.
worry. I
What's
just
his
looked
hair
at the
supposed to
stream
look
and you
like?
just see me standing still.
So I
Like
mean,
Games
Man of
Classic.
Steel is like okay as far as like textures go, how well it fits him. But when it comes to like colors and like the aesthetics of the whole thing, it's pretty crap. Although my opinion has more to do with how bad that movie is. So it's a little biased, I'll admit. Not a lot of fun surrounding that suit. I have mixed feelings about it, but generally I like it. Like
His hair is supposed to not be like, greased up.
no. No, his hair's supposed to be kind of, you know, a little windswept, and then he's got like the curly Q. You know what I mean?
What?
Here, let me pull up a picture of Superman for you.
Christopher Reeves. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Example.
Well, not his first movie. His hair looks perpetually wet in his first appearance as Superman, but when they switch to the wig, it looks more like normal hair.
It's a little weird.
It's true though. It looks perpetually wet. I don't.
Yeah, it does. Whoops.
I mean, they did it right, but let me just get a picture of him. A good picture. Just
As far as I'm concerned, it looks stupid to wear your underwear on the outside. So,
it's fantastic. It looks great.
Why did he do that in the first place?
That was the style, man.
because he was an alien and didn't understand our culture and society.
Well, actually, the suit is Kryptonian, but
See?
Kryptonian
So the-
society.
It doesn't understand
no, it's
human
just
culture
it's
and
just
society.
for balance. Yeah, it's just for the aesthetic balance of the suit. It was like, because a lot at the time it would be like if you were wearing spandex, right? Like spandex is really practical for being athletic, but it kind of shows off a lot. So you would wear shorts over your spandex. And I don't know why when they drew it, it's more underwear-like. But That's sort of the reason.
Yeah,
It's like,
I don't know. I think I remember a lot of later ones being more short. Like
yeah, there are later designs even early on that are more short, like, because that
I'd
was
say
that was
even
kind of the
his and
idea.
new one very shorts like. Because that one, like, if you look back at the picture of the new one, it's more shorts than underwear, like, or boxer shorts. But yeah, I generally like it. I think the S should be more S-shaped, but
Yeah, so
know.
the reason. Sorry, I'm like distracted by trying to find a shot that I like. Why is this so hard? What in the
what she
absolute
said.
world?
Yo, dude, he just said that thing. Tommy, you should look at the meme that I sent.
On what?
Discord. I like the minion meme, by the way, Jensen.
Yeah, that's making fun of boomer memes.
That's pretty great. What is this? Ah,
See, and then
Interesting.
here, let me compare.
it's like a '60s slick, side slick, kinda.
That's
It's
him in the
funny.
70s. Let me show you what they're trying to do.
It's funny, but I can also see. Let's just hope our Discord doesn't get leaked.
This is Superman.
Hey man, the meme is real when it says the group chat, the boys group chat got leaked. Popped up.
Yeah.
If you're not in America, that is. America's great. I can say whatever I want.
What?
What is that?
Do you not know this parody?
Yo,
We'll have to watch those. Those are great videos.
Whoa! Not cool, man.
All right, here's a comparison. Here's a shot of the classic Superman design. And see, you can see it sort of swept back on the side, and then it's kind of got what they call the curly Q, which is that little piece of hair that dangles down.
Where are you showing this? Are you putting this on the Discord?
Henry Cavill with his terrible hairline did not look like that at all. No, I'm talking to Micah. What? Just
I'm gonna come.
Snoopy's getting antsy because of the thunderstorm.
poor little boy. Anyway, now that I'm not distracted, so the things that I don't like about it is the collar bit, and of course the symbol's different, and that's because the reason is because Superman is going into public domain, and so they want a version that they have like exclusivity with.
You can just renew that.
There are problems with it. I don't know what it is. I don't know all the legality, but they're not having success. I don't know if it's just too old or what the deal is. I think it's over like 80 now. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But basically that's the reason. So you can tell with like the colors and a lot of the stylings, James Gunn probably wanted to just do
Forgive me. Forgive me for this meme.
Oh no.
I'm
My
sorry.
brother in Christ.
You can tell that James Gunn probably wanted to do more of a classic look, but there was probably mandates from the studio, I'm guessing, on the rest of the outfit. I don't know. Either that or he was just trying to mix new and old and be cheeky because the new 52 suit has the collar and the liney bits and the pointy bits above the wrists or on the wrists. Now, I understand the lines because, like, sort of texture is what can make or break a superhero costume, because most like regular cosplays are just not particularly textured. Like, that's just how it is. But I just don't understand why it's rubber.
Electric auto milker. What?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't think that's rubber.
What?
What is it?
I don't know.
That doesn't look rubber to you?
No.
Well, it's some like similar material. You get what I'm saying. And I don't understand like the practicality. Like,
Where are you seeing this? Where are you showing this? Oh, it's right here. Wait.
yeah, I
That's not it.
sent a picture. It's like higher up. I can resend another one that I shared on Twitter. Hold on, let me go back and steal my own post. Where are we going? Just do it. Come on. Okay.
Dude, where are
So-
you getting all this? So cursed.
Why did this just happen?
I love Rosa Parks on the
No.
That's great.
You
That's
cannot talk about what is sent in the chat.
No. We don't talk about that one.
Hey, they put it there, dude. That wasn't
No.
me.
Hey, look at the most recent one I sent.
All right, there it is. There you go, Micah. Have at it. So anyway,
Oh, hey, is that Lois?
yeah, that's Lois. She's pretty hot.
Wearing a purple shirt.
I know, wearing the
Nice.
purple cardigan and everything. Perfect. In fact, so I guess this movie's gonna be pretty weird. I don't know, but like, there's where they were filming. There's a crashed spaceship set, and like the whole main staff of the Daily Planet was on it, and so we have set photos of all of the main characters. And so it was like Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, Cat Grant, the football guy with the mustache, whose name I'm forgetting all of a sudden, the black guy, you know. They were all there.
Yes.
And they all looked fantastic, super comic accurate.
I mean,
so obviously what he's
I
going
wouldn't be
for.
surprised if it was weird because, I mean, any live action Superman thing they've had in the past has had some kind of weird spin on it.
Yeah, it's annoying, right?
So
They were like,
I
oh,
mean, I wouldn't be.
why don't we do something different? But if everybody does something different, then they never do the thing that they should be doing. Right? It's never what it's supposed to be, and I find that very annoying. So this is like a pretty good indication that maybe they're gonna do it right. But I thought we gave up the rubber superhero suit thing a long time ago. You know, like, I like that all the new Batman have like armor. Like, I understand that because he's like a normal guy. He needs armor, right?
Yeah.
But with Superman, it's like, I don't know why
He could be
can't-
naked.
Exactly. He could be naked. It doesn't matter. He looks cool. Like, that's kind of the whole point.
Guten Tag.
People naked.
Guten dog.
And see,
Yo.
there's a picture here, where someone edited it to take away the lines and the collar.
Oh, that's much better.
And I mean, look at that, yeah. So I mean, I like the new suit in general, but the fact that it could be perfect
see his-
and it isn't is kind of annoying.
We need to see his collarbones.
You need to see them collarbones.
Yeah.
You need to see them.
That's the money shot right
That's the
there.
money shot. Huh. Beautiful. Oh, and by the way, it does have the yellow symbol on the back of the cape, which is very rare for a Superman movie. They never do that. I guess they think it's weird or something. I don't know. I've always liked it fine. But then again, I enjoy like first generation Superman comics where
Because you're weird and wrong.
I'm not weird and wrong. They're hilarious. Like I send you the I send you guys frames from it all the time where he's like, "Whoop, can't let you die. I'm not going to save you from the electric chair." I mean, it's awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Like classic Superman is just unfathomably based and hilarious. So like that's the Superman I want to see on screen.
Honestly, yeah. That would be pretty cool. He just takes all the illegals and flies them back. Like, no, the amnesty for you. gonna call ICE.
Exactly. You're gonna face the law now.
Who the hell are you?
You could have like an ice pun in there
Agent
every single time.
FBI.
Be great.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. I hope it's a good movie. My only concern is that it's got. I have two little concerns. The first one is it's got like other superheroes in it, and James Gunn has said they're gonna be minor roles. But still, it's like, I don't want it to be oversaturated. I want it to be a solo Superman movie, right?
Those other superheroes, is it?
Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, and another guy whose name I'm forgetting now.
The heck is Mr. Terrific?
He's...
Kmart version of Mr. Fantastic.
No, he is not anything like Mr. Fantastic. He might even be older than Mr. Fantastic, I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember the name of that other guy.
On another note, I'm going to go to bed because I have work tomorrow.
Alright, get out of here.
Well.
Not y'all.
Whoa, good night. Come in.
Anyway, that guy is just like a technology dude. He's like a normal
Good night,
guy.
all.
I'm gonna come.
They're incredible.
You have a good night. I will
He's
see you
one
all
of
tomorrow.
Jensen.
he's one of the Green Arrow characters.
I'm gonna come.
Queen.
And he's got like these flying orbs that attack people.
That's very odd.
But he's hilarious looking because he has a black guy in a leather jacket with a big black T painted on his face.
What?
Like
Is there a picture of
like
this?
the arms of the T are across his eyes and then down over his mouth. And they did not change a single thing. Like seriously, he looks exactly like the comic book character in like every little detail. It is hilarious. Let me see if I could get you one. I know I saw it on Twitter earlier. I just have to scroll enough to see it. Let's see if we can find someone who's got it. Well, I got a picture of the back of him. That's useful.
A cool minute. What the heck?
Let's see if I can get him turned around.
That's so weird.
Where is it? Come on! Somebody please!
That's like a like a sports bike rider or something.
Yeah, it's true. You do look like that,
Sports back, baby.
Come on, I know this picture is somewhere. I'm literally on an account called DC Film News. Like, I'm gonna find this picture eventually.
It's gotta be there.
Oh, Ron Troop. That's the name of the black guy. I knew it. It's Ron Troop. Steve Lombard's the mustache guy. Ah!
Ron Troop.
Sorry, it's one of those accounts that show that, like, post pictures over and over again. Like, having to weed through, like, several days.
Bro. What?
Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
There you are.
Yo. Dude, he's doing blackface.
Yeah, but he's also black, so, like, is it okay?
Dude. And his name's like Mr. Incredible Man?
No, Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific. He looks so stupid.
Yeah, I'm really not sure how I feel about it.
He's just not look intimidating at
Because,
all.
like, the people, like, I've only ever read, like, one comic where he was, like, a side character. I don't really know a lot about him. So, like, he's, like, I never knew he was a major character. Like, I was like, oh, that guy was kind of weird. And then, obviously, you know, I mean, you can't forget the look. So when I saw the set photos, I was like, wait, what? That's like... I googled it. I was like, oh, that was supposed to be a big character. And it seems like the people who care about it, like, really like how accurate it is. So, I don't know. Maybe he's like... I don't know. Maybe he's, like, really cool and funny and the look just... I don't know. Maybe there's something, like, I'm not getting. Like, maybe something about the look is, like, part of the character.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I mean, I like everything about him except his face.
I cropped that wrong. How did that happen?
The heck is that?
That was some of the other characters. I was trying to get the...
Oh. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. Mr. Terrific. Maybe he's going for like a voodoo.
I don't think it has
Man.
anything to do with voodoo.
Face.
That would be like a skull face, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm getting at from his face. Like
But he's like
what he's doing
he's like a
with his face
technology
paint.
guy. I don't know why he would have voodoo. Be doing a voodoo vibes, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I
just
don't know why.
the face paint vibes I'm getting. But like, I like the jacket and the pants. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool outfit. I just don't understand what's going on with the face.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Kinda weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the collar just really is bad. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like the collar either. I mean, it's good that it's got nice colors. It's got the, you know, underwear. He's got the hair. Dude obviously looks like Superman, so that's, you know, a big thing.
Hey, are they bringing back that other actor that was Mr. Fantastic for like from ever ago?
You mean like the Fantastic Four?
Different guy. Is this the same actor? It looks the same.
Who?
Looks the
What?
same.
What are you saying?
The guy on the right.
What?
The white guy on the right. The picture.
Superman?
Oh, the freaking Gabagoo link you just sent.
Oh, you mean the guy in the red jacket on the far right?
Yes.
That's Jimmy Olsen. Why?
Is that the same guy who played Mr. Fantastic like 10 years ago?
No. Click the link.
What?
That's not that guy. It's not the guy. It's not Miles Teller from Fantas Four Stick.
Just forced it.
Yeah, they tried to be cute with the title, and they put the 4 like straight in the middle. So if you read it literally, it's Fantas Four Stick. That's terrible film. Miles Teller is a good actor, but he was so miscast as Mr. Fantastic. It was terrible.
So these are just employees. I see.
Yep, the Daily Planet staff. So basically the supporting cast, or the people who should be the supporting cast in the movie. The other superheroes. Let me Google it real quick, because there's Green Lantern.
Bring back Ryan Reynolds for Green Lantern.
No, he's really too old, and he was not good. So, no thanks. I like Ryan Reynolds, but that was a mistake. The whole movie was a mistake.
Hilarious.
But yeah, no, Nathan Fillion is playing Green Lantern.
It's brilliant.
Except, I kind of have mixed feelings about it, because he's played like regular old Hal Jordan. He's voiced him in like a ton of the animated stuff. Like, it's almost always him. But even though he's voiced Hal Jordan a ton of times, and he physically looks like Hal Jordan, they're having him play the Guy Gardner Green Lantern. who looks kind of stupid. So I don't really understand. Are all the side characters just gonna look stupid to make Superman look good? Like, what's going on here?
That's the goal.
Anyway, the other guy is Metamorpho. Metamorpho, who is also stupid looking, by the way.
Who the frick are these people?
He shoots like different elements out of his body, I think. Something like that.
Whoa.
I've never read anything with Metamorpho.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't know this guy. Let's go to
Shoots elements out of his body.
there's gotta be, well, on Wikipedia it must say what his powers are. There's powers. Elemental transmutation. Wikipedia claims he's immortal. Okay.
What?
I don't know. They have Anthony Carrigan playing Metamorpho. That guy's hilarious. So I'm okay with that. He played
Metamorphosis is like.
he played the Batman villain Zaz. You know, the guy who like cuts himself every time he kills someone.
Yeah, I think so.
And he was super good as Zaz. He like nailed that. He was really great.
Sadness.
But anyway, I'm just
You talking about in what was that movie?
no, it wasn't in a movie.
Daredevil.
What? Daredevil. What about Daredevil?
Zaz. I don't know what you're talking about then. I remember this one dude from Daredevil where he's like shooting people. I think his name's Bullseye or something.
Yeah, Bullseye is the Daredevil character. No, Victor Zsasz is a serial killer in Batman who cuts a tally on to some part of his body every time that he kills somebody, and so he's like covered in all these cuts. And he played Zsasz in the Gotham TV show. I saw that whole thing.
Superhuman strength and durability, hyperelasticity, immortality, elemental transmutation. I don't even remember the Outsiders. He also multiple. Oh, so he's a good guy?
Yeah, he's a hero.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's very odd.
He's a very odd-looking fella.
He's like the Avatar. Basically.
He's a very dumb-looking Avatar before Avatar, the original.
The original Avatar.
Yeah.
He's got all the elements.
So I mean, utilizing obscure characters and having them be portrayed accurately is fine. I just don't want them to bring down the movie or really distract. You know, because like I'm really excited that they have the Daily Planet characters looking very comic accurate. You know, good actors, you know, good, well-fitting actors in the roles. And I don't want them to be, you know, sidelined. They should be like the supporting cast, you know.
Yeah.
Because it should just be about Superman. So that's kind of my first concern. My second one is there was also a picture, let me get it for you, of him with the villains of the movie. Not Lex Luthor. There has only been one picture of Lex Luthor, and he's wearing like a robe that covers his costume, so it's not really a picture of the guy. So basically, we don't have a picture of Lex Luthor. But no, the other villains, I don't know why there are 3 villains in this movie. But
So you got like.
I think one is good. You know, I like to keep things simple. I like simple stories. Fine with me. Personally.
So they have 2 side hero dudes, or 3, and then they have 3 villains. What the heck?
Yeah. Lex Luthor,
Ugh.
Ultraman, not the Japanese Ultraman. And
Ultraman.
the engineer, who I know nothing about. So don't ask me.
Engineer.
Where is that picture, damn it? I know they got it.
Weird.
Whee! Okay, this is gonna take me a second. But basically, they look very boring. They look very, very boring, and I'm kind of afraid that James Gunn is gonna just carry over the boring villain problem over to DC. Because Marvel had a huge problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really top Thanos. Like, go on. Thanos is pretty good.
Here's a good tweet.
What the heck? Is he dead? He's freaking dead, yeah. Freaking dead. Why is this man gay? Why are you gay? Nope.
I don't know. I mean, James Gunn himself has done okay with villains. Like 2 out of 3 of his villains were interesting.
Or his villains.
Huh?
What were his villains?
Well, the first Guardians was Ronan the Accuser, the blue guy. He was
decent.
I mean, he was decent. He was definitely not Marvel's worst villain, but he was not particularly interesting or well defined.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of there to show that Thanos was a bigger threat.
Yeah. True.
And so I thought that was kind of like, you know. I mean, it's okay. I was fine with it, but
What was the other ones, bruh?
the second one was Ego, Star-Lord's dad.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah.
More of a like a bait and switch villain. Like, he wasn't really a villain until I mean, he was a villain the whole time, but like they didn't show it until like the end. So I mean, I like the whole movie, but it was like there wasn't tension building throughout the movie. It was just kind of like, boom, he's evil.
Yeah.
Which was fine if you were a comic book fan because you kind of already knew. But I guess on just like a narrative perspective, that would be kind of a sudden thing. But I liked him though. I mean, I thought Kurt Russell was great as Ego. Very entertaining. Oh my goodness, I can't find this picture. The third one was The High Evolutionary. Did you see the third one?
No.
I have it on Blu-ray. He's the best out of all three. He's actually pretty fantastic.
Just a high evolutionary.
I don't think the movie is as good. Like, the movie overall is as good as the first two. But definitely, like, without a doubt, the best villain of the three. He was really excellent, and it was kind of cool because the actor was kind of like a relatively unknown person. So it was just sorry, I got distracted by this picture of a wedding dress, but the butt is showing. It's just really like, what the hell? Oh, I found the picture. It's cropped a little, but it'll do.
What picture?
The picture of the villains. Minus Lex Luthor.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the High Evolutionary is very good. Very well written, well acted.
I would say if you can do 3 villains in one.
I hope he can. I mean, he's kind of done multiple villains before, because you always have the... What do you call them? My brain wants to say Reavers, but that's Firefly. Whatever they're called. Ravagers? Is it Ravagers? Or whatever?
That's Superman just planking.
I don't know. Okay, there we are. So, the guy holding on to him is Ultraman. And the comics, he's like a Superman clone with a U on his chest, so I kind of appreciate that they changed the design so that he wouldn't just be... Some people are saying that it would be really funny if he took off the mask and it was Henry Cavill. I think that would be...
It would be pretty funny.
Oh, it would be pretty funny. I think some people would see it as kind of a big screw you and be mad, but...
And like
I think
the
it'd be
after
pretty
credits
funny.
or something.
Yeah, like Psych.
Like, oh my gosh.
It's not a Superman clone, but it's
Psycho.
kind of Superman. Like, that would be kind of funny. And then on his right is this little girl that's the engineer. She's very small.
Is a supervillain a little child
Yes.
in you?
Yes.
Okay.
She is much more attractive in the comics. She's one of those characters where basically you draw a naked woman and then you color it in and you're like, she's not naked. She's a whole different color. But it's like, it's provocative. It's provocative.
Wait, how old is she in the comics?
She's an adult.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
You called her like little girl.
Oh,
in the
I was
picture,
just
so
making
like-
fun of how short she is. No, she's an adult. The actress here, suited here, is an adult. I was not expecting them
fully
to
grown
portray
woman.
a child as. So there's the character. So I don't know anything about the character, but I don't understand if she's supposed to look like that, why is she like a little Hispanic woman with braided hair? Like, why?
That's not the same.
She should be silver and have her boobs out. You know what I'm saying? For accuracy, not for anything else. It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair.
It's the lore.
It's the lore. I guess it was the one thing that DC wouldn't let him be accurate with. They're like, all right.
Maybe that's just.
You can have your silly
just
colors in your underwear, but we draw the line at naked metal woman.
Maybe that's just her public work attire. And then she gets all freaky.
Dude, that would be great.
Oh,
I
well.
would be happy with that. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'd be okay.
So is she just like the Terminator? Like, what's going on here?
I don't know anything about her.
She looks like the Terminator.
She's hell if I know. Let's see what Wikipedia says.
Engineer targeted by the hidden people.
Is there no Wikipedia?
Exactly.
Angela Spica. Angela. She has a liquid body due to nanites in her bloodstream. What? Oh, I guess that's why she's naked then, because... Or relatively naked, because she liquefies.
Nanites.
What the heck? That's very weird. That's very weird. Her
The
father was a
nano
bus driver.
woman.
I'm glad I know that now. Well, that's weird. Okay.
Angela Spica.
Oh, she's one of the authority characters from the alternate universe.
What does that mean?
It's him setting up a thing in another. It's just setting up another movie. That's kind of lame.
What?
James Gunn is also making a movie about a superhero team that no one has ever heard of called The Authority. And it's stupid because it will never make any money. And people are absolutely sick of alternate universes. Nobody wants that multiverse bullshit anymore. We're drowning in it. Man, see, this is what I was afraid of. Like, I want a solo, like, self-contained Superman movie. I like Superman movies to be self-contained. I don't want to set up all kinds of universe and try to do, you know, their whole cinematic universe. Nobody wants that, you know. They want back in, you know, like movies back in the day. You had Iron Man. It was about Iron Man. And you had Spider-Man was about Spider-Man.
Right.
You know, like, I was inordinately pleased that the recent Batman movie was self-contained and it's Batman. It's just Batman doing Batman things. Not a big deal. We didn't have to go overboard with big CGI fights and explosion and sky beams. No, it's just Batman. It's just Batman punching people. Just punching other human beings. That's, you know, like, I'm a simple man. That's all I want. And Superman's the same thing. Like, Superman can have slightly bigger stakes than Batman, because he's obviously much stronger. He can fight robots and aliens. So slightly bigger, but still. I want it self-contained. I don't want no freaking multiverse. Like, it doesn't mean the movie's not going to be good. It's just... It feels like a potential detractor. A potential distraction. something that makes the movie less accessible to your average Joe.
Jerome Thorndike.
Thorndike.
Jerome Thorndike. That is the name of a character in DC. It's kind
It's
of
a
crazy.
it's a very good one.
Oh my gosh.
I'm cautiously excited for this movie. Cautiously excited. Cautiously.
Probably be better than the last few.
Oh. I mean, even if it's bad, it's still going to be better than Justice League and Batman versus Superman and all that garbage. Without a doubt. I mean, there's no way they can top that. You know, like, looking at this movie, it's got, like, a good aesthetic. You know, like, even if it's crap, it's at least going to be entertaining. Which is more than I can say for all the Zack Snyder movies.
Yeah. I'd say so.
I don't know, man.
Oh no. Oh man.
I don't have to say much more. I made a whole video about it. Go watch my Superman video, please. Go watch.
Watch it.
Actually, I think a lot of people watch it. Hold on. Let me check.
I think a lot of people are sick of superhero stuff.
Yeah, superhero stuff is oversaturated, and that's what I'm really worried with him trying to start a cinematic universe. Like, nobody wants to be told that. Nobody wants to, because then they feel overburdened. They go, I don't want to put up with that. You know, like, even me, like, you know, even though I'm into this kind of thing, and, you know, just always have been before it was even popular and in the mainstream. So I probably always will. There's even a part of me that's like, you can't.
5 movies.
Like, I just want a Superman movie. It's not complicated. I don't want. I got 1K view on the Superman video. That's okay.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Well, I think disconnected, like, multi-movie things are annoying because they're not self-contained,
Yeah.
and you don't have, like, a good, satisfying story dedicated to a specific character going through that story. It's more of like, yes, we're going to cram a bunch of different things together, and you have to watch 5 movies for it to all make sense, and then you get satisfaction in the end, maybe.
Yeah. That's not okay.
No.
I mean, like,
That's annoying.
especially the MCU, where it's like, if you wanted to introduce someone who hadn't seen the MCU before, like, they're too overwhelmed to start. Like, you would have to secretly do it. You would have to not tell them that you're doing it. You know? Because it's like, it's almost 30 movies to get up to Endgame. Like, that's crazy. That's, ugh. Like, I like most of the movies before Endgame, but it's still like, it's just overboard.
I like the people who just watch, like, maybe a movie or two and then watch Endgame. I love those people.
Just chaos. A lot of people thought they could do that because they're like, oh, it's an Avengers movie. I know Iron Man and Thor and Captain America. It'll be fine.
And then they're like, what the f going on?
But then you got, like, the Guardians and Doctor Strange. You know, because I saw people who had only seen, like, you know, the first set of movies and then the first Avengers. And they were like, why the hell is there a raccoon crying in this movie? Like, what is going on?
It's like, dude, you didn't catch up to the lore. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta keep up with the lore, man. Yeah, and so it's just,
I think I think up to Endgame is justified to watch if you're into that type of movies and stuff. But after that is not worth it.
No,
Do not.
definitely not.
Don't watch anything past it.
Like, other than Guardians 3, there's nothing worth bothering with. It's all cheap,
Ugh.
cheap
And
garbage.
don't watch Thor because they did him really dirty. So it's best you just leave that alone.
Yeah, don't watch the fourth Thor. That's... What in the world is even going on there?
Watch Thor. Just don't even start it.
Don't even start Thor.
It's just so sad where he ends up.
It is. That's actually the one thing I don't like about Endgame. Is Fat Thor. Because it was clearly just for a joke. Like, it didn't add anything to the character. Like, it could have been really interesting to be like, oh, he killed someone and he's struggling with that decision. But then instead it was like, oh, he killed someone, he's struggling with that decision, and isn't it funny? It's like, no.
Yeah.
No, it really isn't. At all.
It's very weird. It just...
Yeah, that was probably my one big complaint for that movie, was just, they obviously didn't know what to do with him.
Thank goodness Captain America and Tony Stark. Thank goodness they got out.
Yeah, they got good endings. Black Widow almost got out.
Almost.
Almost. They just had to do a prequel and ruin it.
They dragged her body out of the grave. It's like, yes.
Such an
Here's
awful movie. Ugh. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't mind if you want to work up towards a cinematic universe, that's fine, but you have to do it organically. You can't plan for that because you don't know what's going to work, what's going to be successful, what's going to be well received. You can't be like, oh, we're going to do a Justice League movie in 2030 or something like that. It's like, you can't just map this out. Like, you don't know what the future holds. You can't give us this promise. Not only can you not give us it, but it's just going to make people groan if you try to make the promise, because they don't want to hear it. They just want to hear that there's going to be a Superman movie and it's going to be good. And if people like it and it does well, you can move on from there.
Yes.
Like I am of the mind that you do not need to set up the next movie. Ever. Like, a good writer should be able to introduce a new villain or new story aspects or anything. Like, there are too many studios out there that's like, oh, you need to leave it open for a sequel. And it's like, well, as long as you don't kill your main character, then it's open for a sequel by default. And sometimes it can actually look pathetic to set up a sequel, because it'd be like, oh, you're begging for it. Like, are you not confident in your movie, you piece of trash? Like, it's just cringy. You know, like, an after credits scene used to be like a little story thing or a funny little character moment, and they're like, no, we're gonna set up Zing Zonga Bing Bong for the sequel. Yip,
Super serious.
yippee-dee. Ooh, get excited for Zing Zonga Bing Bong. And it's like, no, I'm not. Shut up. I don't need you to beg at me. And I'm actually not even talking about after credits. Like, even just in the story. Don't set up the sequel. Don't do it. Just don't. It drags the whole thing down. I don't want to think about it. You just make one good movie. Make one good movie first, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
And I think everyone,
Prove yourself.
I think most people can't articulate that, but I think that's kind of how everyone feels. Like the average theater goer, that's how they feel. They just want the one thing. You know, like studios may plan ahead, but everybody else is in now. We're all caught up in our very busy lives. And we might go to the theater to see a movie that looks good every once in a while, and we're not going to think about beyond that. We're going to think about the now. The now. We're going to think about the one thing that's in front of us. We don't want to think about anything else. We want to get excited for this one thing. And
Get excited for next product.
no, I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to. I
What do
don't
you
want to be
mean?
sitting here talking about, ooh, the Green Lantern HBO show and the Supergirl movie and Batman Brave and the Bold and all this stupid garbage. No. Tell me there's a Superman movie. I will think about Superman movie. I will see it. And if it is
Get excited
is
for
good,
next product.
then I will consider something else that you have for me. But if you're like, get excited for 20,000 films when we haven't even come out with one, I'm not going to be receptive to that. And I think most people aren't. They're going to be like, whatever, man. Shut up. Stop being annoying.
Slow drip drop the content subscription.
And studios have been like this for forever. Like I hate it when they announce movies before it's even written. You know? Like what they announced Indiana Jones 5 almost a decade before it even came out. And they give us a release date and it's like I'm not going to remember or care by the time it comes by. And sure enough, I didn't remember or care. Like don't announce a movie. Like I'm gonna have a rule about this. When I direct movies, like we're not gonna announce it until it's in production. You know? Unless, you know, and that's only if there's location shooting and I think people are gonna see us out and about. If it's like entirely in studio, then we're just gonna keep that a secret. And people will know when there's a trailer that this movie exists. Or maybe they'll see a poster like a month or so before the trailer or something. You know? Like I hate all this social media fanfare where everything is announced. Like, holy shit, some studio exec had an idea while he was on the toilet this morning. Please talk about it. Get excited. It's like, no, that's not a movie.
Not something.
I don't even want you to tell me when it's written. It's still not a movie. Like, even pre-production is pushing it because movies can get canceled, and then, like, if something isn't working, it can get canceled, and the studio will do a tax write-off. So until you're physically
like Batgirl or whatever.
Yeah, Batgirl. So until you're like physically filming it, I don't want to hear it. Like, shut up. I don't want to know what you're doing.
I want to see the Batgirl rough cut.
Yeah, see, Batgirl was filming, and that got canceled. So that kind of proves my point. Like, that's even.
I want to see Mothman.
Firefly. It was Firefly.
Firefly.
Yeah, I thought, the movie was being directed by an absolute incompetent pair of fools, but Brendan Fraser's Firefly, I kind of wanted to see.
I wanted to see it.
I wanted to see Brendan Fraser flying around and committing arson on a grand scale. It's
Yeah.
true. That's what I wanted to see.
I think they should just take the footage of him and then post that. Nothing else.
The Frasier cut.
Frasier cut. Yep. Release the Frasier cut.
Well, I think that would be very lucky, because there's a rumor going around that some executives had it destroyed.
No.
So unless someone like secretly saved it on, a thumb drive somewhere or something, then it probably just does not exist anymore.
We need the Frasier cut.
Because
Bring it
they were
back.
so superbly embarrassed by this movie that they didn't just cancel it. Like, they were like, we have to erase this from the face of the earth.
It's abomination.
Which is stupid, because it's hard to keep anything from the internet. Like, if anything, it kind of created more talk. I mean, maybe not as much talk as actually releasing the movie, but still. And it also kind of seems stupid to me, because like, they still released a gaggle of awful films in the theater, Like, they were like, oh, we're worried about what our reputation will do to our new cinematic universe that we're rebooting. But also, we're going to release Aquaman 2 and The Flash and Blue Beetle.
Poo-poo.
I mean, The Flash is one of the absolute worst things to exist. And we're like, that's what we want people to remember for like 3 years until Superman comes out. That's really smart, guys. That's brilliant.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Totally.
I just hate it, man. I want studios to shut up. I don't want to know about all this.
Too big for their britches.
They think everyone should be told. They like so desperate to like get excitement going, and it's like, no, I don't. People don't operate like that. The nerds do, but your main audience, like your main audience, your target audience is the nerds, but like your average theater goer does not care. They're thinking about what they're gonna have for breakfast the next morning, or they're going to think about
Our lady friend
getting up in the morning for work,
next to them.
or I don't know.
Just thinking about the lady friend next to them,
Yeah,
wondering.
they're thinking about who they're gonna make out with during Superman.
Yeah, and they're like, well, it'd be a really opportune time if Superman made out with Lois Lane, and
It's true.
saying like, then you make your move, and it's like, oh, wow, that was like slick.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they care about, really.
Yeah, so you need to put that in the movie
Dude,
for all the.
that reminds me. You see Thor Ragnarok, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I knew a guy who took a girl to a movie and was trying to make out with her in there. And he was behind me. Can you think of a good
What?
place to kiss a girl during Thor Ragnarok?
Oh my god.
I couldn't believe him. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, I didn't know what this movie was going to be like. I just brought a girl to a movie so that I could kiss her in the middle of it. And I'm like, everyone can see you, asshat. Like,
An idiot. Wait, and so you were coincidentally in front of him, or what? Or behind him? Or you
no,
went
it
with
was
him?
like, I didn't get my seat. I didn't, like, reserve seats in advance. And so it was just whatever there was. And it was like a few rows in front of him, but it was definitely closer than I wanted to be. Because I would look back and they would be like, and he would be like putting his arm around her and getting real close. I would just
Wait,
be
so
like,
you guys
"Jeez
went
Louise."
together, or?
He was supposed to go with us. It was supposed to be like a boys' night. But I was just sitting there with his brother, like, get a load of this guy.
What a loser.
What a loser. Yeah, it didn't work out with
Getting
that
with a
girl.
woman.
Did not work out. Who would have guessed that she would be unimpressed with him trying to kiss her during Thor 3?
Ragnarok
Yes,
is definitely not
the very romantic superhero comedy film. Thor Ragnarok.
Super high octane, bright colors, loud noises.
Yeah, it's the perfect one.
It's so, so romantic. Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do that, pick like a dark movie,
A Dark Knight.
like Batman. Yeah, take her to a Batman
Rises.
movie. Like, take her
Can't
like
you see the Joker?
yeah, perfect. That's
She would.
all
Definitely
the
funny.
women
Read
love
that.
Joker. They really do.
Oh yeah.
They're all impressed by that. But no, it's
That's like
I don't know.
that's men.
Like to a horror movie, you know. It's dark. She's clutching onto you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Play up here.
Be smart.
Yeah. Idiot. He didn't look up
Yeah.
or he didn't research his movies.
And it was pointless in the end. Because he was trying so hard to find his opportunity that we were talking about it afterwards, and he's like, I don't remember anything. And I was like,
Just missed out.
did you just pay like $15 to completely fail to get with this girl?
Yep. He didn't even watch the movie. Pretty good movie.
Like, you fool. You absolute fool.
That's why you don't mess with women. Big towel all the way. So you get to watch your Thor Ragnarok with the homies.
Yeah. Doors for the homies.
Extra chromies.
Extra chromies. Tommy's the one with the extra chromosome. He's got like half an extra chromosome.
He needs
Sour.
it, dude. He's going all the research. He's all the chromosomes you can get.
I agree. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this stream now.
I'm gonna blow.
If you made it this far, comment underwear or no underwear.
Ooh.
We'll get a vote going. We'll see who
No
likes
suggestions.
the underwear and who doesn't. I am personally pro underwear.
Pro underwear. I don't know, cause like it's just hard to. Some things are hard to transfer from comics to real life, and one of those things is like underwear. Kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he looks good, right?
He does, but it still looks weird. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look right. Like, it's just unnatural.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. But I've looked at Superman so much.
It's just like,
I've seen every Superman movie, tons of animated movies, tons of the animated show, tons of the live action show. I've read a lot of it. So it's kind of
it's like having your
yeah,
shirt
I
on
got
backward.
underwear.
It's just not normal. Like, you never see people
Well,
with their
nothing's normal
underwear on
about
top
he's
of
wearing.
things.
Well, there's nothing normal about what he's wearing at all, top to bottom.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. just like lower brain. What is it? Instinct on an instinctual level. You're like, what the heck? Whoa, it's weird. But yeah, I think the texture of the suit is going to be very important, so he doesn't look stupid.
Yeah. I think they should have just gone full spandex personally.
I think you're just gay.
What?
Like him pronouncing his underwear in spandex.
Yes. I like
Not
yeah.
gay.
Mm-hmm. I like
And
him to wear his underwear on the outside. Well, it looks more gay when he doesn't wear the underwear, because he's got this huge bulge and he looks naked. It's just no.
he's like
Because he's got a huge bulge and his booty's all shaped up. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. The ladies
What's
might
the-
like that. I do not like that.
the blue guy from the, was it Watch Dogs?
Watchmen.
What's that guy's name?
Oh gosh, it's like Doctor
Manhattan.
Doctor Manhattan. Yes, thank you, Doctor Manhattan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's that guy.
Dem blue booty cheeks.
yeah. He's just naked, dude. Just chilling.
So I mean, like, I understand that, like, like, underwear on the outside is unusual. But when I see Henry Cavill's suit, I have that same weird feeling. Like, to me, he looks naked without it. And I'm like, dude, put your underwear on. Cover
I guess
yourself.
I guess you're right. Convincing me.
Slowly but surely. See, Batman technically does it a lot. But he gets away with it because it's like an armored codpiece, you know?
Yeah.
And so you just don't notice, but he does it a lot. It's usually like a separated, area.
Yeah, you gotta be flexible.
I don't
You're
know.
actually.
Careful, my God, really hurt.